I forgot to eat my snack bar first, so I gotta eat my snack bar. So it's ASMR to start. Why is my dog going crazy? My dog is going crazy. Alright, let's see what we got. Kyle will really love the fact that I'm eating at the microphone. Actually, I look like Cookie Monster. I got my fuzzy sweater on. I look like a freaking Muppet. Alright. Did I send everything off I could send off? Oh, I can see what's happening at my front door with my ring. Video's processing. Well, that's not much use. They're still there, still barking. Let's see what's going on. I may have to run up and just check. Yep, have to run up and check. Because the dog's going crazy and I don't hear anyone else doing it. Back in a second. Bye! Worst streamer ever. That's me. Can we hear? Oh, the music's just very soft now. Oh, there we go. It's just laid back. I don't want to have to cross my eyes when I do that. But all right, let's get this music gone. Music's gone. Video's back. So that pisses me off. Let me start off with that. Let me start by walking away from the stream and leaving you all. And then I'm going to come back and say, this pisses me off. So, people come to our door and they want to sell us things. And we actually have like a sign on the door that says, like, we don't do any transactions at the door. I feel like, if you want to get me, I'm online, I'll see your ads, I'll see your companies, I'll see your organizations. I don't want to be charity mugged at the door. I don't want to be commercially mugged at the door. I don't want to be mugged at the door. So in this case, the reason why the dog was going crazy was because this was going on longer than it should. Baz had answered the door. The guy had said, is your mother at home? And he said, what's this about? And he said, we don't buy anything at the door. And he said, oh, no, I'm not selling anything. And he said, oh, okay. So he ran up and he got Mom. Mom comes down. Yeah, he's not selling him anything. He's just trying to upgrade our freaking internet service. So yes, he was trying to sell something. So not only does he lie to my son, he then drags my wife out of the freaking shower to come down and talk to him about something that sounded important. Anyways, who was it? I should find out who it was. And I should just call them out for being jerks. Anyways, all right. I would only knock ring when dropping off a gift. Yeah, I mean look, the reality is, I used to be the kind of guy who, even my friends don't drop by unannounced. Like, they just know what I'm like. I'm a curmudgeonly old, I'm like an extrovert hermit. I'm like a hermit most of the time. And then when I go out, or when I do this, I'm like, I enjoy people's company. But for the most part, I just prefer being alone. I mean, given a choice, I would just live by not live by myself. Ooh, I should watch that. I love you, Jane. No, not that I would live by myself, but I like my solitude. I enjoy my I enjoy my little, my castle of solitude, my fortress of solitude. So friends don't generally drop by. We plan it in advance and stuff. Thank you very much for this hype train that's going on. I can't believe that Baba Yaga has actually subscribed. Baba Yaga only joined us a couple couple of shows ago. Nomad, again, thank you very much. A voice cries out. First time chat. Greetings and salutations from fellow carbon-based life forms. Well, am I? I could be a replicator. All right. What was the last 6 months ago and you upgraded your studio? Looks good. I was here like 6 months ago. Oh, really? Pajola. Paj Doctorola. Yeah, it's not there yet. But I must say, I like the black background. I'm tempted to go a little more with it. And then, of course, I had to put my new little ZPMs, my voice-activated ZPMs here. They're going to get totally in the way. So I haven't even glued them down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep knocking those over. So I'm just going to have to leave those. All right. But thank you. I'm glad my renovation, my lack of renovation interior design skills are working for you. Untidy Tech, thank you very, very much. Pac Mom, thank you very much. Wow, I remember when it was 24 months. Time is flying. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Pac Mom, thank you so much. How are things, Pac Mom? Happy New Year, Pac Mom. Pac Mom is an inspiration to me and many people because she went back to school to follow her dreams and is doing bloody well doing it, I should say. You know, even despite the fact that she's also an awesome mom as well. What else we got here? Gippy G, yes, Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot, for that. I'm not talking to my Nightbot. I'm just saying that the Nightbot should, you know, it's done a good thing by mentioning the Gimpy G. The Gimpy G stream. Definitely go follow him. Go check out his GoFundMe and stuff. We're still very much looking out for Gimpy G. He's a good friend and a lovely guy. And we got to get that guy back on streaming again. It's crazy. All right, what else we got? Starting out the year with a possible heart attack. Plarn, dude. What the heck? Quite painful, I'm sure. You know, there was a football player, a 24-year-old football player. I didn't even know this could happen. Science. It could be dangerous. This guy's playing football, and I mean American football, not the real football. And he tackles someone, and I guess he tackled someone in such a way that he hit his heart in such a way that it shocked the heart, and he had a freaking heart attack, which is just insane. And Canadian Journal of Dental Hygiene looks like they're willing to publish my research. Woohoo, Pac Mom! Happy New Year, David. Doing well. Just got over a horrible head cold. Yeah, that's been going around. But working on revising ancillary materials for a major textbook. See? She's freaking amazing, Pac Mom. All right. First time chat says not the real football. I can't tell whether... Was it Quentin? Was it? How would you say that? Coin? Or Quentin? I guess from France. No. Say football en France? No? Must be. I'm not allowed to speak in other languages. Cal gets mad at me. Never mind. Obscure Sausage, I love your name. Hi, David. Hope you had a great Christmas. It catches in my throat. That's how much I hate Christmas. Yeah. I'm a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Yes, have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Same to you. Have we done all that? Isn't all that festive, festering crap out of the way now? Not quite. The kid doesn't go back to school until Monday. I'm going to miss him. I will admit I will miss having the ham around. I just like it. I like hearing it. And his friends pop by unannounced and stuff, which I thought would drive me mad. I thought I'd hate that. But you know what? I love it. They make me feel young, these kids. They keep me hip and cool. No, they don't. They just laugh at me. Put Harmony episode on. Yeah, good. Harmony's a good episode. She's fantastic. That actress is just absolutely fantastic. Have you seen the ZPMs that Props Factory's making? They posted them on Facebook. KB Thick M, could you put a link in there? Could you send a link in here somewhere? Donut Taurus. I love it. We had a football player in the UK that died during a match. Ooh, God. This is why I don't do sports. I could drop dead any moment. That and I don't have any skills in any kind of sports. All right, what do we got? Thanks, Captain Catherine. I'll have this revision. Go. Yes, very good. I know it's over because I'm drowning in homework. Oh, no. Even my fairy is back to school. Well, that's good, though. Learning is fun. As an actor, what is your opinion on voiceover, on language voiceovers, like watching an English movie set to Spanish? I think it's kind of weird hearing audio that doesn't match the video. I agree. Horrid 7, too. Horrid 7. Horrid 7. I love it. Horrid is one of my favorite words. In fact, I think my YouTube channel was originally called Horrid. I think that was with like a 0 or something. It was my original name. I changed it because I was getting confused, and so was everyone else. It's an interesting point. I I hate dubbing. Hate it. Sorry. I apologize to everyone who does that, but I just don't watch anything that's dubbed. I only watch the sub stuff. So unless it's subtitled, I don't watch it. Um, so so that's my perspective on that. I've got to say though, there's new technology out there that is allowing AI and voice recognition to animate the mouth in order for it to match the language, the local language that's being presented. So I love the idea of sampling. Here's what I would love. I would love someone to sample my voice and then have that voice presented in other languages. So I would love it if my voice could be sampled and then have a French version of me, like doing my French version of stuff. I just think that would be, it wouldn't be perfect to start, but I think it's a great approach. And I don't know. I don't want to put people out of work or stuff, but I know that there's some fascinating stuff going on in that regard. That is a technology thing that I am very excited about. There's also, I mean, it goes even further than that. You could, if you want, have the character themselves look like whatever local audience you're trying to appeal to. So these big action movies could star any number of either real or imagined movie stars, basically, which I think is kind of cool. It's so fun. I remember having a discussion with people about when is animation and AI and gonna replace actors. And I, like many of these things, I don't think it's as simple as that. I don't think you just replace actors with digital characters. I think some things will be done with digital characters, and some things will be. Sometimes you just want to see a real human. Sometimes you want to go see a play. I don't know why, but some people do. I prefer spectacle when I go out. Like, so if I want to go out, if I go to see a show, it's usually something like Cirque du Soleil or the Smashing Pumpkins or something like a live event that I can hold dear to my heart and enjoy, and the fact that it's live is what makes it exciting to me. Going to see like a kitchen sink drama where there's a couple actors talking at each other in really loud voices because they have to fill the theater, even though they're supposed to be having a conversation around a kitchen table, does not work for me. I just don't. I mean, I'm sorry. Again, I'm not saying it shouldn't work for everyone. I'm just saying for me, it doesn't work. I stopped doing theater because I didn't go to theater. I also would get very nervous and throw up before I went on stage every day. But yeah, so incredibly long-winded answer to that question. But I honestly, yeah, I would say sub rather than dub. I would much rather look at subtitles and read subtitles and get. I feel like it's a truer sense of what's happening in the show. I love the fact that I'm listening to another language and I get to hear the intonation that's happening in the actual show, and yet I'm also getting look. I've got so bad. We watched fabulous film, the Banshees of Inisherin. It's exactly I can't pronounce it, but it's a wonderful. A couple of wonderful actors, Brendan Gleeson and God, that brilliant. He keeps blowing me away by how great he is. Someone in the chat will get his name for me. But what is his name? Does anyone? Can you remember? Oh God, I've got bits of my snack bar sticking to my lips. It's horrible. What is the name of the actor in the Banshees of Inisherin or whatever it is called? Has anyone got it? Anyone got it for me? Can anyone help me? Am I gonna have to look it up myself? My God, I'm just useless today, you people. Useless. Must I do everything myself? That's it, Colin Farrell. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain Catherine, for bailing me out on that one. Yeah, Colin Farrell just continues to blow me away. Like he's just, At first I just thought he was sort of some pretty boy tough guy, but he is a fantastic actor, and that is a film that he shines in. As I would not say it's as good as In Bruges, which is the other film that the filmmaker made with the same actors. In Bruges is brilliant, absolutely a must see. But and honestly, I would see the Banshees as well. It's just I just found it a bit grim. Honestly, found it a bit grim. That's all. All right, what do we got here? Who else has got? Yeah, Amy had permission. What's this? If there is anyone who would love to act alongside, who would it be? Well, preferably people who are not as good actors as me, because it'll make me look better. I mean, I've already had the pleasure of working with myself on set, so I can't imagine anything else could be as exciting as that. Who do I like? Who would I like to work with? I'd love to work with Kate again. I mean, Kate, my sister Kate, is just, I think she's fantastic. So I would like to do that again. I mean, don't tell her that, but she's definitely someone I would very much look forward to working again with in the future. Most of them are directors. Like, I'd love to work with, I'd love to work with Guillermo del Toro again. I mean, that Guillermo is just freaking brilliant. Actors. Who would I like to work with? Oh, I know. Who's the guy in Foundation? He was in the first season of Expanse. He's like my favorite actor. He's like, he's related to the older famous guy. I am so bad at names. This is absolutely shocking how bad I am at names. Let's go. So I'm sure Elizabeth will, or someone will help me out here. What do we got? Would you be able to keep a straight face working with Jim Carrey? Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's sort of, I mean, I'm not saying I'm as funny as him, but that's the way I work as well. I tend to just sort of like stuff just happens sometimes. Thomas Jane's fantastic. Yeah, he's amazing. But Jared Harris is the one I was talking about. Thank you, Donut Tours. And thank you, who else said that? Obscure Sausage. I just love saying Obscure Sausage. I say, what an obscure sausage. Yes, Thomas Jane is brilliant. He also did that whatever that Stephen King was that he did, that 1899 or whatever the hell, I don't know what it was called. Jared Harris is I think one of the most underrated actors on the planet. I think he's absolutely brilliant, and I'd love to do like an Odd Couple thing with him. I feel I've been very lucky. Yeah, Thomas Jane also did The Punisher. Yeah, and The Expanse, and as I say, this Stephen King thing that was just amazing. Chernobyl. Oh my God. Chernobyl was insanely good. I just absolutely adored that. All right. Straight man in comedy duo can actually be funnier just by not reacting. Yeah. I mean, I think that's it. I mean, I think comedy acting is still acting, if that makes sense. It's not just about being funny. It's still acting involved in it, I think so. All right. I'm going to Doug Jones. I've already worked with Doug Jones, Captain Catherine. I worked with Doug Jones a few times now. I worked with Doug Jones on Shape of Water. I worked with Doug Jones on... what's that? When I say a few things, what am I saying? Was it just that? No. Was it literally just that? I feel like I know him so well. I guess I guess I see him every so often because we sort of move in the same sci-fi circles. But yeah, I worked with him on Shape of Water. And I guess that was my introduction to him. But I feel like isn't that weird? I feel like I know him so much better than that. He's the most lovely man alive. Like, he's just, I can't believe, he's like a saint. I don't know how he puts up with, with all those crazy outfits and stuff. He made me realize, him and Andy Serkis, someone else who I worked with on, he was on Rise of the Planet of the Apes. You realize that there is an art to that as well. That there is acting required, I was always a bit nervous about the idea of lots of prosthetics and stuff, mainly because I'm just such an old grump. But, don't they want to see my beautiful face? But the reality is, it's really fun. I mean, it's almost like dressing up. It really is like dressing up and playing villains is, that kind of stuff. It's just like, I mean, doing that Tormata role in C was just freaking awesome. All right, I gotta eat more of my snack, otherwise I will make even less sense. Eureka! Oh my God! Eureka! Colin Ferguson. Oh my God. I love that guy. I want to work with Colin Ferguson. I want to work with a lot of people. So the answer to who I want to work with is everybody. Who would I love to work with? Taylor Swift. I'd like to do a movie with Taylor Swift. Yeah, playing a villain would be fun. Are you getting a lot of this chewing? That's for Cal. I'm doing the chewing for Cal. What a delicious snack. All right. I looked after the Eureka guys at MCM Expo once. They were lovely peoples. They are. They really are. What a nice gig, Nixie Geek. Looking after them. Some people got stuck looking after me. Can you imagine that? Boy. All right. What have we got? I swear the UK it's called A Town Called Eureka. Oh, possibly. Yeah. No. Oh, thank you, Pride. No, Prize. Prize SGDK 1. Kick-ass villain. I loved it. The guy said he wanted him to be kick-ass. That's what he got. Yeah, wonderful guy who ran that show. All right. Look at that. I'm drinking coffee. I'm eating snacks. I'm doing everything they say you shouldn't do on stream. In a second here. Let me see. Do I have some techie stuff to talk about? I guess I should bring in our we should bring in our bandit, shouldn't we? Sorry, I just feel like I haven't had a chance to sort of chat with people for a while. It only adds to the charm of the stream, does it? Haven rocked. I didn't really watch Haven. I cannot AI voice synthesizing. Yes. You missed the SGA Sunday streams. I know. The kid grew up. He doesn't want to watch his boring old dad on television. It's just, I don't want to. Here's the thing. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like the parents of that kid, that poor toy YouTuber kid. I don't want to make Baz do any of this online stuff that he doesn't want to do. Like, I don't think that's right. I'm not a big fan of kid actors because I just think that it's not about the kids. It's about the parents. And even if it's not, I feel like you're setting up an idea of that somehow we'll love you more if you get these roles, or we'll be proud of you if you get these roles and stuff. It just puts a weird, I don't know. My kid isn't going to do that. I couldn't put my kid through that. So, Kate, thank you very much for following. I think Jane watched Highlander or Outlander. I don't know, one of the two. I feel like at a time in your life when you should be learning to be an adult, Hollywood rewards you for acting like an idiot kid. So I don't think it's necessarily the right thing for kids. And if you want to replace anything with AI and animation, then with metahumans, I would replace kids, because it's just very difficult to make that it's very difficult, I think, to make the film industry a healthy and normal setting for people. It's just not a regular job. It's not like a real job. I mean, look, I'm not averse to kids working. I sent Baz to work. I made Baz get a job when he was 13, which I now find out is, I think, illegal. But I made him get a job at a comic book store because I was like, no, you got to learn. You got to learn what money means. I mean, how do you know what money means especially now, it's all electronic, right? So like the idea that you're spending money without any, it's just numbers moving through an account. How does that mean anything to a kid? Once the kid's gone, wait a second, that video game is 3 times. That costs 3 work days at the store. It makes a big difference. It really made a big difference to me. My parents were always pushing me into jobs I hated. So damn well I'm going to do the same thing to my kid. Anyways, I wish we had another gritty type show like the remake of BSG. I liked BSG. No, I love BSG. Actually, to be fair, Jane and I were like completely addicted to that show. I just didn't like what it did to all science fiction that followed. I don't think that all science fiction should be nihilistic and gritty and real, because it just gets silly unless it's done very, very well, like Battlestar was done. And I just feel like, you need to have a certain sense of humor. It's one of the reasons why I loved like Atlantis, was because it had a sense of humor to it, and it had an approach that was like how I would. It's almost a bit like, let's take normal humans and put them in these weird situations and let them be aware of it. Whereas, as opposed to everyone just running around using jargon and pretending that, I mean, there's very, very few shows that could get away doing the frack thing that BSG did. BSG was brilliant, I gotta say. But as I say, I don't like that it spawned all this horrible nihilistic science fiction. I like fun science fiction. Nihilistic stuff every so often, for sure. Like a Blade Runner, you kidding? Blade Runner was like my favorite movie ever. And the Fury Roads and all that kind of stuff. But even that, there's a sense of fun, a sense of wonder to it that I feel like is missing from a lot of the nihilistic science fiction that's out there right now. Anyways, I mean, yeah, I don't want to start on Avatar because it's a whole other thing. But, I just, yeah. Also don't think movies should be 3 hours long. I gotta pee. I mean, like, come on. 3 hours? All right. What does the first-time chatter of Kidoxo say? I very much missed the Stargate era of sci-fi too, the hopeful as well as serious and humorous. Yeah. I mean, you can still do serious science fiction, but it just doesn't have, you don't have to take yourself too serious. I mean, again, I also don't want it to be too goofy. Like, it's really a fine line for that stuff. Like, I mean, there is a place for Red Dwarf, but it's not necessarily always my speed. Some of the best science fiction, in fact, I would go so far as saying the best, most thought-provoking science fiction that I have watched in the last, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years? How long has it been on? It was Rick and Morty. And it is so not my thing. Hey, Ginger Tom, thank you very much for the subscription. It's so not my thing in that it's rude and lewd and obscene and edgy and so not my kind of thing. Filippos, thank you for the follow. And, but my son was really eager to watch it, so we sat down and we started watching it together. And at first I was like, whoo, like just shocked by everything that guy's doing. But then, oh my God, when they start exploring some fascinating stuff. There was one the other night that I watched where they had called the Night People or something like that, where basically, Rick comes back with a device that allows him to turn his sleeping self into a nighttime worker. So he goes to sleep, and while he's asleep, his body will do work for him. And I was just like, what an odd and incredibly interesting thing. It made me start thinking about stuff like what could you do with something like that? Like, could you in the future? Could you see? I could see a world where I want to go to university. Let's say, okay, I want to go to university and I want to learn something. And instead of these student loans, I just turn off my brain and body are disconnected. My brain is off at university while my body is working manual labor for some company somewhere, earning the money that my brain is spending on learning whatever the new skills are that I'm learning. I think that kind of stuff is really interesting to me and so rife for science fiction stories and also for terrible things. But that was just one. But there's just a bunch of stuff that I found absolutely fascinating. The other one I loved was the dinosaurs coming back and going like, oh, the monkeys took over, which I just thought was fascinating as well. Grisham, thank you very much for the follow. I watched a sci-fi called Saturn III. Oh, Rocco 101. This was one of my favorite. Farrah Fawcett, right? Kirk Douglas, Harvey Keitel, and Farrah Fawcett. It was the late 70s. Yes. Creepy science fiction, man. That was like a sexy horror sci-fi robot killing kind of thing. It was fascinating. They went through an era of those things. There was one called the Demon Seed as well, and a bunch of these sort of like AI gone wrong. Well, 2001, obviously. That kind of stuff. The Expanse, oh my God. The Expanse is so beautiful, but I struggle with how complicated it is. Like, I just get it's a bit too soapy for me. There's just a bit too much. I sort of like, get on with the sci-fi. You know what I mean? I don't like the politics, whatever. I just, that. So that was my issue with that. I watched the first season and loved it. And then there was no more Jared Harris and there was no more Thomas Jane. And I was like, it's just a different show. But my friend Bob Monroe did all the visual effects, and so it's just worth watching. I could almost just turn off the sound and watch how beautiful it is. I shouldn't say that because I'm sure it's much more brilliant than that. But I like the book, too. I read the book first, and that, I think, sort of maybe biased me against the actual show itself more. I should probably sit down with it because everyone loves it. And there was some fascinating concepts in there. I love, it seemed like a quite accurate possible future for us in some ways. So. All right. I mean, it's more that I haven't seen enough of it than it is that I don't like it. What do we got? Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Was that the one with my friend Eric? Was that Eric in that? I think I met Eric at the Comic-Con when he was doing that. Lovely guy. Oh, yeah. Blake. What was it? Blake 7? Blake whatever? Season 4. Doctor Who. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, the Pertwee, the Tom Baker years, I loved that because it got you thinking, and it was irreverent, and it was funny, but there was still a bit of a bit of peril in there, which I always like. So, Starship Troopers. There was an animated series. I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, Blake 7. Blake 7 was fantastic. Space 1999, all those ones. All right, okay, I should stop babbling. I stop babbling, get some tech bandits in here and start talking about some tech. Let's talk some tech. La 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 la. Oh, I forgot to mention it. I forgot to put an all points bulletin out on the server. Shoot. Excuse me while I cough. Just choking and dying. Hey, we've got Gippy G in here. Gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
well, I can see that they're talking, but I don't hear them. So I should probably go check my settings because no doubt my computer has decided to change everything. Hang on a second here.
No. Are you here?
I am here and I am hearing.
Yay!
Happy 2023, Gimpy G.
Whoa, it rhymes.
I know it does. Well, it does when I say it.
True.
And Vibe Pop, how are you, buddy? Asleep.
I was asleep for a second. My brain is not working today.
It's not. Are you doing what my son's doing, going to bed like incredibly late and waking up incredibly late?
No, I just had trouble sleeping.
Why? Okay, so when you can't sleep, what bothers you?
It's probably the sound of you grinding your teeth, David.
Well, me,
but
I'm not sleeping in the same room as Vibe Pop. Lucky him.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That's snore like anything, yeah.
It's just when I cannot sleep, my bed just feels very uncomfy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can almost fall asleep in my gaming chair, and then when I try to go to sleep, it's just not comfy.
It is interesting how it's the shift in. Yeah, there's definitely a shift in sort of the physical feeling when you're sleepy. I find I've definitely found the same thing where I'm like dozing on the sofa. I get up to go to bed, and then I'm lying like I'm stiff as a board on the bed, going, this is uncomfortable. I mean, Gippy G, you must what do you do? Because you have to when you're uncomfortable, someone has to move you, right?
Right. That's where poor Trenton, he's tired all day because I have to yell at him and to move me, or
right.
if my arm's kind of under me and my arm goes to sleep, then I have to yell at him to get it out, or whatever.
Is there not a system some kind of a blanket system or something that could sort of move you around without was there are there any automated systems that could do that?
Not precise. They had this one that was full of air chambers,
Oh yeah.
And just periodically it would run down the
sleep. What is it? The sleep number bed? That bed that had the different air.
Yeah, except this one probably has I don't know, say 20 chambers all the way across, so that you actually are you're on a wave. But it just doesn't help if you need your arm moved. You're just
right. It's not precise enough.
I don't know. Yeah, and if your joints are hurting or something, you just need your arm repositioned or leg or whatever. So
is it a circulation thing? Is it like for us
it's a pain thing for me.
Huh. But the pain comes because of circulation or because you're or
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. So, I mean, if my arm or leg goes to sleep, I freak out. But because I can't move, right? So,
right. So when your arm goes to sleep or something, though, that is a circulation issue, right? I think that is circulation.
Okay, yeah, that'd be circulation. Get down. But the pain probably is not.
Right.
I don't know what it you'd have to have somebody tape you up for a couple hours to see what you feel.
Well, they tried. I mean, True North Tradecraft, they tried. They had the cable ties, they had the duct tape, they had hoods on my head. We had to escape from that. They had they tried to tie me up for hours. I was just too sweaty. It turns out that I'm a slippery little guy, quite literally.
Wow, like the mighty hagfish, you wiggle your way out.
It's true. I am I'm like the not so. I'm the lesser mighty cod. What do they call it?
Hagfish.
Hagfish.
The ones.
The lesser
hagfish.
Get all
slimy.
That's me. I'm a lesser hagfish. The hagfish isn't the one. No. there was apparently Orange Ruffy was called something else before. Like Orange Ruffy sounds so elegant and wonderful.
Yeah, now that we eat it, it's probably called ass fish.
But the fish was like literally originally called like greasy butt fish or something like that. Like it was like something really horrible name, and they were like, well, it's really easy to catch these things. And then of course they discovered, get this Vibe Pop. So they discovered that the reason why these fish were so easy to catch was because they were like really freaking old.
Oh, really? Genetically modified.
They're gonna have to start growing them in petri dishes because they sure can't find them anymore. Because it turns out they're really old because they take a really long time to grow. Oh. So we wiped out all these freaking orange ruffies or slimy buttfish or whatever they're called, and then went, we can't find them anymore. And that's when we decided that maybe we should stop fishing. They were deep sea fish that were easy to catch because they were slow moving. They were large. Yeah. That's how much we suck. Just so you know. Did I just see James R. Gurney? David's natural defense sweats. I told you I don't just play a coward on television. James R. Gurney, Professor Doctor.
You should Google a hagfish.
I'm gonna Google a hagfish
because
that sounds like an insult. Go Google it a hagfish. Go Google a hagfish.
Like I called you that.
Hagfish. I'm looking it up. Looking it up right now. Do I have
It's hideous.
What the hell is that? But it's a
I think it's a type of eel, but you got to see them in video.
It looks like an intestinal.
Body weight and mucus.
It looks like an intestinal tract or something. Let me see. I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to see if I can share any of this. Okay. Let me see. If I share, am I going to get in trouble though? I'll get in trouble for sharing the video again.
No.
Stupid thing.
Dude, we got to become React streamers. We're great at that.
Oh yeah, how does that work? How do they get away with that?
You just watch other streamers.
Yeah.
Who are not going to be able to zap.
But you have to put them down with the sound? Do you put the sound down, or how do you do that?
No. You just watch them and react.
I've also got to figure out.
Yeah, go ahead.
As I say, I've also got to really figure out my scenes. I've got so many scenes, and I don't even know what they do. What does this do? Oh, it's me. Okay. Wait a second. Well, where's my? Does it have this one in it? Let me see if I've got this in it. Oh, it does. Okay, wait a second.
Maybe I could. What delay I have you on? How much delay do you have on your stream?
Me? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am the stream. How am I supposed to know? How would I know? Okay.
I watched you blowing people's up to date with your mind.
There you go. Look at that. Okay, so how do I? So if I go to full screen with this,
is David leaking his IP again?
Yeah, probably. All right. So this is the hagfish you're talking about. Looks okay. This looks so bad.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't even bite him. Look at that.
No, what a nice fish.
Oh, a cute little fishy.
Watch the video.
Oh, God. What's that? Oh, dear. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, it's like a snotfish. Oh, my God. Why are you picking that up?
I didn't like that. Ew.
Where's all this slime coming from? Oh, my God. Nature is horrible.
Now you know what your abduction teachers went through. They tried to tie you up. Out-slimed him.
This is why I say pave nature, because look how slimy that is. Oh God, it's still going on my other screen. This is insane. Oh God, it's just. Does it lose weight getting rid of all that slime? Like
I'm guessing it's a protein it puts out, and most of that slime is the water around it.
Which one was the one? Think? Was this the one? Where's the one? Where's the one I just had? God damn it! I suck at this.
No, it was Nico, right?
I feel like it really is disgusting. Isn't that the guy from? Oh, that's the guy from the the Grand Tour or that auto show, that brilliant auto show in England. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can share this link. Can I share this link? No, I'll just. You know what? I've got it on my. I'll put it in the show notes later. Okay, that was a Goa'uld. Yeah, no kidding, Anquiitis. Huh?
Did they have slime power?
Well, they don't have slime power, but they just look. They have that same kind of like symbiote, whatever they're called, symbiote look. They're basically freaking eels. They're eels. They're like space eels.
Okay.
Mr. Clean Tracy, thank you very much. So that's how to make jelly. Ooh, gross. Sinus infection on your end too? Oh, God. Oh, who's talking about sinus infections now? That's revolting, Doobly. Thank you for being here. Can you deep fry the slime? Oh, God, could you imagine that? But you wait, though. We're going to be eating jellyfish soon. Like, you know how gross and jelly like those things are, but we're running out of fish to fish. They're going to become like a delicacy. Oh, would you like a nice jellyfish? Oh, you just suck them back, you know? Oh, the stingers are even better. It's going to be gross, man. Like, we got to start figuring out how to make these things in labs. I want myself a mammoth steak. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And we'll start talking about, you know, eating humans again.
Yeah,
all right.
You know what Gurney wants. Yep.
I know. It's Gurney's idea. He's put that seed in my head. Hey, speaking of seeds, so the Odin, David Ishii at the Odin. David Ishii is this brilliant guy who was like working oil rigs and then got into bioengineering and was trying to fix, you know, Dalmatians and amazing stuff. He's a dog breeder and a bio hacking bioengineering guy. And he's come up with these how to genetically engineer plants kits. And so he's sending one to me. But they're doing a free online course. Not a course, but like a class where they'll introduce you to how to do this stuff and sort of walk you through, I guess, the kits that they have. But you'll love these guys. So and ladies.
It's free, you say.
It's free, and I'm going to take it, and then I'm hoping that I'm going to learn lots of cool stuff, and then I'm going to somehow figure out how to make kids at a community center interested in that. Did I tell you I put together a whole list of stuff for the Tech Bandits for the? I should send you the document. Actually, I could share the document. Maybe I could share the document. Let's see what happens.
You made a document?
I made a document. I did freaking homework, Gimpy G.
Holy cow!
Let me see if I can find it and read it to you. Maybe even show you at the same time. I kind of went all out because here's my mentality. I've written pitches for TV shows and movies and all this kind of stuff. I've done that for years.
Turn it into what?
No one ever buys them, of course. Or rarely do they. And then when I do make the movies, they're crap anyways. But the point being is that I've done a lot of these pitches, and I was jotting down the ideas for this guy at the community center, and I thought, wait a second. The whole idea of this thing was Baz suggested that we presented like 5 different ideas to the student council at this community center in downtown Toronto. And do you think I'll get beaten up there? I used to get beaten up all the time as a kid at those kind of places. I wonder if they'll beat me up there.
I gotta admit, I can kind of. I'm not saying you deserved it. I'm just saying I can see it.
I've got like a kick me sign on the back of my butt. Anyways, So anyways, at this community center, they have a student council.
And
it's like 30.
That's some bullshit.
What was that?
Well, I'm just saying that's bullshit. You're a nice kid. Didn't you have...
No.
Isn't that where you got into acting? Like, I'm crazy, man. I'm crazy.
Well, no, I didn't do crazy. I didn't do... Well, I did. I guess I did crazy a little bit, but I bet you want to see crazy? I'll show you crazy. No, yeah. I did more of the... I would make jokes, but I always made jokes at the wrong time. What was that? I made jokes, and I would
jokes about
and I would say stupid stuff. Like my mouth moved faster than my brain still does, and so things would come out of my mouth, and I'd go, "Oh boy, if that gets taken the wrong way, I'm going to be locked in that locker." So I was locked in the locker a lot. Anyways, point being, so the community center needs like the guy thought it was a Baz and this wonderful guy who runs the place, who's basically a kid himself. He's like, he's the old wise guy there, but he's literally like, I can't imagine he's more than like 30, and he's got like 2 kids. One of them's like 3 and one of them's like 15 or something. Like, it's like, and he's like, I was so impressed with him because first off, he said, well, look, this is how I work. Basically, you never know what the kids are going to be into. So you just sort of have to roll with it. And I'm like, oh dude, that's all I do. Like, I come in with all these suggestions for things to talk about, and then
you're an improv man.
If Vibe Pup's not interested, then I'm going to shut me up. Let's talk about something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so we came up with 5 ideas to talk to them about, and so I made a little document. I wonder if I could just present it.
What demo group are we looking at here?
Well, I don't really know. That's
Yes.
probably a good. Probably a question I should have asked, but I'm guessing around like 10 to 16, 10 to 18, around there, something like that.
Socioeconomics. What are we talking about?
Everything. And that's why I really
Everything.
love
You
it. It's
think
not
there's a
just
rich kid in there?
it's
Okay,
not
cool.
just a bunch of like, it's not just a bunch of happy bazzes. It's everybody. I mean, I'll tell you, the guys who are running it, there are a couple of guys who are there working the place, and I was intimidated. I mean, they were, these guys,
Oh, cool.
they've lived lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the whole point. Sorry, stupid email. But the whole point of it is, for me, with Tech Bandits, is I don't like I want to, like, the reason why it's not, people keep saying, like, why don't you do like a Tech Bandits camp and stuff and just charge people and all, because the whole point is I don't want to charge, because the people I want to talk to are the people who can't afford it as well, right? You know what I mean? Like, my parents had.
So who wants to hang out with people? Gross.
What is that? All right, let me see if I can share this. Page. Can I do that? Can I do that without, as you say, doxing myself? God, I'm the worst doxer of myself.
You know what?
I'll try to get that electrical in there.
All the crazy people know where you live anyway.
It's true. They're probably outside now. Okay, let me see if I can share this page. In fact, why don't I put the camera in a new spot, and it's right smack in the way of my. There we go. Let's try that. It's right smack in the way of my thing.
Okay, while you're working on this,
go.
I just came up with a brilliant idea.
Okay, go.
You and I,
yep,
we become the world's oldest Twitch drama streamers. Like, oh no, YouTube girl. Okay, just today, Charlie covered the girl that stands off camera with just her hand in, saying she's going to get into the hot tub with her super tight stream bikini, and everybody has to press 1. And then she talks and talks.
Listen,
but for 6 hours she does this.
She's 6 hours. She pretends to get into the
like
the tub.
She's going to, but you can't see her. Sometimes you'll see a little piece of her hip, a little piece, but not much, not like an inch, not if even. And she's there for 6 hours.
Doesn't that seem a little?
The entire time, she's got 6,000 viewers.
Doesn't that seem a bit sad though? Like, I guess you want to make money while the sun is make hay while the sun is shining. So, like, while you're young and beautiful, show off that body and get some money for it, I guess.
No, you don't see her. You don't see her. Ever.
You never see her?
You never see her.
Wow.
It's brilliant. But see, that's the whole deal. I don't want us to do it. That's gross. But if you and I went and made commentary, that's hilarious. This is what I'm talking about.
So we have to watch her pretending to get into a.
No, just clips.
I see. So we're doing.
Okay.
Is that what Moist Critical was doing?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second.
And of course, he knows 2 million views on every video. So
Well, he introduces people to a lot of these things too. All right, I've got the document. Let me see if I can do this now. All right, here you go. Ready?
Okay, document.
Here it goes.
You did not have AI do this, did you?
Oh, I did. No, I had AI. Sorry.
You sick monkey.
No, sorry. I had AI do the images for me, but not the.
Oh, okay.
How do I make this smaller now? Now I gotta make me smaller.
I wanted to talk to you about that too, because I'm gonna fight for you.
You're gonna fight for me?
Well, online people are like, I can't.
Oh, I know. Here's the. Okay, we'll talk. Let's talk about that. We'll talk about that. But let me do this first, and then we'll talk about that, because I think that is an interesting thing to me. Okay, so this is what I put together.
In the 80s called Critters.
Yeah, doesn't it look like that? So these are like, they're like little jumping spiders.
They're awesome.
It's like a death metal jumping spiders. So that's the image that I came up for this one, called Laser Spiders. Our brilliant entomologist and arachnologist professor friends that's Bag of Chips' parents, bring in a collection of fabulous 8-legged beasties, and we shoot lasers at them. Huh? The lasers don't hurt them. They are, in fact, part of a laser vibrometer that turns even the slightest movement into sound, what can only be described as spider death metal. Huh?
What?
Nice.
Doesn't that sound cool?
You're going to do that?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Well, if they vote for it, right?
Why wouldn't they? What do they say?
That's the problem. There's too many things to choose. Okay, next up. Here's the image. Clear, doctor, we're losing her.
Can you stand on the electrical one?
Tech autopsies. Tech autopsies. You're not seeing it yet because your stream's behind, right? So there he is. There's the little raccoon doing an autopsy on some giant computer thing. And it's tech autopsies. Pick a victim from a collection of trash tech treasures, old PCs, printers, radios, etc., and we tear them open to see how they work. We might even start thinking about how we can use the parts to make our own Frankenstein tech inventions or futuristic works of art. You can't break it if it's already broken. There you go.
I gotta tell you the truth. You better move lasers below this.
Really?
If you start lasers, everything else looks lame, man.
That's a good point. Go with lasers last. That's a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Well, they have to vote for 3. So I think lasers is probably... I don't see lasers... Like, lasers is getting voted for. Laser spiders is getting voted for.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the tech autopsies. Next up, next image coming up. Here we go. What do we got here? Oh...
You're making such cool little critters and stuff.
Little cute
I didn't think you had this adorableness in you.
I am, at the heart of me is a little fuzzy, adorable guy. It's true. And the exterior is just like a giant, ugly, fuzzy guy. All right, Hollywood calling. Here we go. I started making movies for fun with my friends when I was 14. It's true. Now we get paid to work with Academy Award-winning writers, directors, and movie stars. Learn how to write, direct, film, and star in your own movies. We take a 2-character scene from your favorite movie or show, break it down, then film it ourselves. Reimagine your favorite scenes with you in the starring role, using all the latest Hollywood pro techniques, tips, and tricks.
Are you going to get Vincenzo to come in and drop some knowledge? No?
Well, you're saying I don't have any? You're saying I don't have the knowledge?
Oh, you got tons.
Here,
I'm just saying, Vincenzo, have you seen his work? My God.
No, I know. That's ideally that's what I'd like to do. But to start, I want to do like these one-offs, and then if people like them, then I go, great. I will invite people to come in and do. Like, I don't want Vincenzo showing up for this, and there's like 2 people there. Like, I want to make sure we got an audience. I want to make,
be gross,
you know what I mean? So, so I want to start them off, get them excited about it, see if there's any interest in there, because maybe they just all want to be, TikTok stars, and I don't know how to freaking do that. Anyway, so that's Hollywood calling. Hey, Vipup, yeah, pipe in on this, Vipup, because you're like the perfect target audience.
Buddy.
How are these sounding?
Oh wait, my brain just died. Give me a quick little summary.
All right, quick little. I'll read it for you again. Wait, so which ones have you heard? Which ones have you not heard? We got spiders.
I heard about
tech autopsies.
Yeah, I like the tech autopsies, but you haven't shown all of them, right?
No, I haven't shown all of them yet. No. Now we're on Hollywood Calling, where basically you get to reimagine your favorite scenes from a movie or TV show, and you get to, but with you in the starring role, and you get using the latest Hollywood pro techniques, tips, and tricks. So basically, I started making movies when I was 14 with my friends, and they're the same people I'm working with now, right? Except we're working now with Academy Award winning people and stuff. So I thought, what a great time! Like it was such a change in my life. I went from like, I'm going to be a rock star, I think, or a Doctor Who. I went from like a guy who just had lots of dreams to someone who was actually making stuff, movies with friends, right? And I thought, what a great time. Even back then, I remember thinking like, okay, when I'm rich and famous, I want to be able to go back and get kids to start doing what I'm doing, what I did or got to do at that age as well. So
I think that's brilliant.
I
think Vipup, something that really would make me intrigued, Vipup doing a Pulp Fiction duo, maybe Samuel Jackson and
do a little Samuel Jackson
Travolta.
scene. Do you think they'd be allowed to swear?
Travolta.
It's a community center. It's not like they don't know about swearing.
Yeah, see, it'd be fine.
Yeah,
and Vipup's voice and like his.
Yeah, Vipup just gets in there and like.
Let's get real.
That's true.
Yeah.
That could be cool. Have you ever watched Pulp Fiction, Vipup?
No, I don't know. There's no way he's watched it.
Probably. He's probably seen bits of it. I know Baz had seen lots of little bits of movies that we were interested in, but not the whole thing. All right. Next up, there's the picture. Cute little raccoon.
Ooh,
what?
That is a very cool picture.
Raccoon gets to 3D print something. What does it print? A pine cone. See?
Wait, did you make that from AI?
Yeah, that's AI. That's Midjourney, buddy. I mean, admittedly, for every one of these images, there's like 40 pages of me trying to get what I want.
And that's why I wanted to talk about the AI stuff. But go ahead.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Yeah, all of these images are AI, are all done by are the Imagine by Midjourney. So this is called Eat My
I think
Prints.
they're imagined by you and produced by Midjourney.
Well, that's we should talk about that because I do think that's an interesting part of it. So this is called Eat My Prints. That was Jane's idea. I thought that was
nice.
brilliant. Isn't that brilliant? I think it's the best name of all of them.
Edgy.
Eat My Prints. We're getting a 3D printer. What the heck are we going to do with it? Let's figure out. So basically what I've offered them my 3D printer. So they can have it at the center, and if people need to use it, then they can just like sign up for time and just use the printers they want, right? And I'll bring in some film. Like, this is why Tech Bandits exists, is so that wonderful people who are watching and subscribing and stuff, that money, I put it in my PayPal account, and then apart from buying myself little treats every so often, I also, it helps to like pay for filament and the ability for me to go and give 3D printers away and stuff. Anyways, so we're getting a 3D printer.
I'm just saying, you helped me get the first quad stick. So
that's right. Yeah. See,
really well used. Yeah.
I'm like the what's it guy? I'm like the fixer. I'm like the connector guy. I'm like the what do you need?
So everybody in chat should really think about subscribing and or donating because it really does go to a good cause.
This is Gimpy G, my marketing director. And while you're thinking about giving money, before you even think about giving money, give it to Gimpy G too, because he's the guy who's we got to get this guy back on freaking streaming live with his own channel.
I'm going to do it with this.
All right, Eat My Prints. We're getting a 3D printer. What the heck are we going to do with it? Let's figure out how to get this 3D printing beast printing with Tinkercad 3D, completely free design tool. Everything from collectibles to battle bots. If you could design it, you could print it. This is the part that I'm most excited about. To get things started, how about we learn the basics with some delicious designs on the Pancake Bot, a 3D printer that turns 3D designs into freaking pancakes. How freaking cool is that?
That's so freaking cool.
The guy who invented the Pancake Bot got in touch with me on Twitter, and said, "Look, can I give you a Pancake Bot?" And I was like, you can give one for the community center, but he was very kind. He actually said you can have two. Like I can have one for me and then one for the community center. But I thought that just seems a bit cheeky. So I thought I'll get one, bring it to the community center, and maybe we can maybe it'll come back and forth. 'Cause I don't know if they want like some like a freaking hot griddle.
The pancake pot there.
No, a hot cake griddle, probably not anyways. But maybe I don't know how exactly it's set up. Anyway, so very, very kind. Huge shout out to the Pancake Bot. You've got to go check that out. In fact, I'm going to put the link in the stream right now. I'm going to put a link to them because holy mother.
Saying like Hollywood elite leaves fire hazard at community center.
Actor from the 80s currently burning down. Yeah. He's currently burning down. Community centers. Is that the Pancake Bot? There it is. Okay, got it. Oh, it's so freaking awesome, this thing. Anyways, okay. So,
that's really neat.
All right. So now again, the Pancake Bot is getting shipped from a very kind acquaintance who invented it, hoping it will be with us in time for our session if it gets voted in. So if the kids go for 3D printing, if they go for Eat My Prints, then the hope is that we'll have the Pancake Bot there in time. And
if you're going to give them a 3D printer, it probably should come with a demo or an instructional kind of thing.
That's the idea. That's it. You don't want to just go, here's a 3D printer. So the idea is Tinkercad is just so great. And then I can introduce them to the Prusa, what do they call printables? I guess it's called the Prusa's online thing. Because there's a bunch of Wexter and people have put free 3D prints up there that are freaking the people paid. Well, what's it that I paid for? Wait a second. I'm a subscriber to Wexter's 3D prints, and so he's released a few of them.
Cool.
Yeah, on printables. So everyone loves Prusa. I love Prusa. In fact, one of my dreams for this year is to get the Prusa, what's it called? What's it called? It's
8K whatever thingamajigger.
What is it called? It's called something. It does. Resin, that's it. Resin printer. I'm debating.
Oh, they've got a resin one.
They got a resin printer and a curing system, so it's it's a two system, and but you can make really detailed prints on it. Unless there's a better one. I mean, if someone has got a better idea for a high resolution, it's also faster. it took me so long to print the stuff, like for my sister and stuff. I worry that the kids will get bored of it quickly. I thought we could do collectible cards, like 3D print, like little thin, cool collectible cards and that kind of stuff.
Well, even
and
if
pancakes.
it's something you set up and then come back and finish.
Yes.
Wait, were you saying
Like-
that people won't have fun making stuff with a 3D printer?
I think they will, but the problem is there's this kind of assumption because they all the videos show things sped up on the internet.
The payoff is not coming.
The payoff
right
is
away,
like
is what Dave is saying.
it's like I designed something, come back in 2 days when it's printed. It's kind of hard to keep that excitement up. You know what I mean?
Dude, do like the cooking shows. Already have the completed print
Yes. Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
Show them. Okay, don't show them till the end. Till we set it up and say, this is what it's going to look like. We'll set it up when you come in tomorrow. This is what you'll see.
Yeah.
And if not, we screwed it up and we'll see what we did wrong.
Yeah,
Something
that's
like that.
exactly it. What I like to do is find things that are small, fun, and printable in a short period of time. And I thought that designing some like collectible custom cards would be cool because you could have multiple colors. And then
You said small, fun, and quick to print.
yeah.
Have you thought about Gurney's brain? Whoa.
Whoa! Gurney's brain would take years and multiple
Years,
printers.
years.
In fact, no
So
printer
many
could.
folds.
There's no way. There's no way. You couldn't even write. You couldn't even print out his titles in that time.
True.
All right. James R. Gurney, ladies and gentlemen. Someone else you should be following on Twitch, by the way, because he does far more interesting stuff than I do.
Science.
I got to start watching more of his stuff. All right. Eat My Prince is done. But so Wisik, so Vipup, you're saying you don't think anyone is going to be stupid enough to turn down Eat My Prince?
No.
Got it. All right, good.
I
Next
agree.
image. Next image. Here we go. James R. Gurney says, I reckon a dot matrix could do it in about 10 seconds. Dot matrix, you're showing your age. Your age is showing, Gurney. Dot matrix. God, I love those things.
Did he hear the brain thing you said about him?
I think he did.
I'm
I
just
said,
saying.
what? You said that you were horrible. I was nice. I was kind. 2023 is the year of the nice David. Maybe Gimpy G should be a little bit more kind and giving as well. Maybe that's possible.
I tried. Took
Yeah.
me like
I
5
gave up.
minutes. Couldn't do it.
Is Cal here? Cal.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, Cal. Gimpy G. Look at that. She's shouting out Gimpy G. And then Wisik, James Gurney should probably follow with his. Come on, James. Better get yours in there. Oh,
Didn't he mess it up?
did he really? Oh, there it is. My name is James Gurney, and I burned down the house of my good friend Gimpy G so I could steal all the viewers from his stream. I will now shamelessly self-advertise. There you go. That's the kind of warped, twisted geniuses we got working over here. Not working,
Yep.
but, playing. Okay, so this is the new image. This is the latest image, and the last one is this. This is the one that I think
That
Gimpy
is
G is going to
so
like the most.
adorable.
So I'm
Oh,
just
God.
Game-changing
Which one of these is you?
gamers. Control your laptop using only your brain. Master your iPhone with your
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
closed. Literally. Defeat your Fortnite foes with just your toes. It rhymes too. Let's check out the awesome assistive tech devices and tech that help people with disabilities become dangerous gaming opponents. Choose your partners well. We end the session in combat, and the only way to win will be to combine skills to operate your Xbox controller with no hands. There you go. So those are
Nice.
those are the, was it 5? Did I do 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So 5 suggestions. They have to pick 3 of them because we've got 3 sessions, quote unquote, booked right now. I got to ask them if there's any way we can get some footage of this stuff. Because I think it'd be fun to have, like, just to give people outside of the community center a sense of what's going on so that
Yeah.
if they want to come by,
You
they
have a
can come
phone?
by.
It has a video camera right in it.
What does?
Your phone.
Dude, I got a new phone.
I knew you didn't know it.
I did.
No, wait, what?
I got a new phone. So get this. So I'm on, I don't know who I'm with. I can never remember who I'm with. But am I with Bell? No, Tella. I think I'm with Telus, I think. Let me get rid of this. Do that. Here we go. I'm going big again. Here we go. So certainly post-Christmas, I've definitely gone big again. So Telus has this thing called Bring Your Phone Back, or whatever it's called, something like that. And so after 2 years, you can't just buy your phone. You can just buy your phone, but if you buy your phone,
But
it's
why?
it's
Yeah.
expensive. Like, it would cost me $650 to buy a 2-year-old phone, which just seemed crazy to
By
me.
used phone?
A used phone.
Used
And
by you?
used by me. You know, there are some people in the world who might pay for that. I could sign it and sell it for $1,000. That's what I should do.
Really?
Or maybe $653. Okay, so I had to upgrade. And for the first time ever, I would say, yeah, this is a sign that I'm getting old. For the first time ever in my life, I found myself going like, I don't really need anything else on the phone. Like my 12, I think it was the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It just had everything I needed. Like I didn't feel like I needed anything else. But so I had to upgrade. And I was going to go Pro Max again, but it was so expensive and we're so broke because of Christmas and New Year's and me turning down jobs, that I thought I gotta be a little, and Baz had to get a new phone too because his was up for renewal as well. And we missed it last year and had to pay like a crazy amount of money for some lousy phone, right? So we get a lousy freaking phone that we paid cold hard cash. You want to hear cool though? You know what he did? Because he still has the phone because we had to pay for it 2 years ago. You know what he gave it to his friend. He gave it to Bag of Chips. How freaking cool is that? I like that kid.
Aw.
Wait a second. That means he gave my phone to... I paid for that phone. I'm a freaking angel, not him. He gets all the credit, and I paid for it.
It's still generosity.
Oh, my
It's still,
God.
You know,
We'll call it Tech
he
Bandit.
could have sold it on eBay, so...
I could have... It's true. It's true. He could have sold it. It's true. He could have sold it. It's too much work for him, I think. Anyways. All right. So what did I end up getting? I ended up getting this tiny little phone. This tiny little phone. Look at it.
Wait.
It's tiny.
What is wrong with you?
Look how small it is. But I had to get the Pro because, dun, 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 check out the cameras on that beast. Look at that. 3 honk. And look, they're so big, they stick out of the back of the phone.
Oh, so it is a Pro, just the smaller one.
I got the small, I got the regular sized Pro instead of the Pro Max. But here's the funny thing.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think so too. It's got this new cinematic mode where you can record a scene and then choose where the focus goes and stuff. It's really cool. I haven't played with any of it yet.
Oh my gosh.
But so I do feel like I've got my camera set up here, which reminds me, I got to return the other one. They're going to charge me for it. So in fact, I should probably do that today now I think about it. You know, it's going to be too late today. But tomorrow morning, I should take it. Yeah. One of my non-New Year's resolutions this year was
called?
What? Tell us.
Oh yeah, is that a Canadian thing?
I think so.
Like
it'll
AT&T
be one of the
something?
giant conglomerates that's pretending to be a local Canadian company. That's usually how that works. You know?
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, and then I bothered you. You said your New Year's resolution.
No, one of my New Year's resolutions was to be more on top of things, which is not difficult for me to succeed in because I'm so not on top of anything. But I want to start using.
I like it.
I want to start using AI tools and stuff to help me with things. Like apparently there's this new email app that uses AI to prioritize things for you and figure out what you're doing, what you're repeatedly doing, and that kind of stuff, which I thought would be kind of neat. I should find out what.
Get access to your email though.
You give it access. That's the problem. Well, you're basically signing up for a new email server, like a new service, if that makes sense.
I think you'd just want to be a little bit like cautious on what you.
That's a good point. That is a good point because are they going to use that stuff for learning? Is there any way that stuff could leak out? Is it possible it could learn something from your emails that could leak out when someone else starts typing in David Hewlett, weird stuff? Is there going to be, are my weird emails going to show up? Or David Hewlett being a jerk, and then it'll bring up examples from my email? That's good. It's an interesting point, actually.
I really thought you were going to say David Hewlett punching babies for some reason.
David Hewlett punching babies. That would be a good one. I mean, who knows? Punching babies. How did you come up with punching babies as your... You know what I want to see Hewlett do? Punching babies. That sounds like... You know what? That sounds like a Mid-Journey. That sounds like something I should put into Mid-Journey, doesn't it? Should I?
I like it.
All right, let's look it up.
Tell me when we're talking Mid-Journey.
Tell me when we're talking it now. Let's talk it now. Talk it now. Talk it up, buddy. All right, I'm doing
so
imagine.
I'm seeing you get
prompt.
Get given some stuff for putting up mid-journey pictures
Yeah.
as kind of
Yeah.
your thumbnails or
Yeah.
point of interest on tweets. And I'm assuming you're going to do that on, well, actually, you already did for the bag of chips video. No, I'm sorry, Lord Chunky video.
Yeah.
And by the way, the editor,
The what?
the editor of that video, perfect.
What do you mean?
He didn't take out anything that wasn't necessary. Anyway,
I was gonna say I didn't edit it at all. Then I was like, "Oh, you jerk!" I need an editor. It's true. I should. I think if I were to invest in one thing this year, it should probably be someone to just go through and just edit the videos down into some nice little snippy little bits that can be
20 minutes.
Yeah, like people can watch the whole thing if they want to, just have it on, droning on in the background if they want to, or they just watch like a 10, 20-minute recap of all the fun bits. You know what I mean? Start punching babies.
People are giving you business
Yeah.
as though you have like ripped somebody off by doing that. All you would have done is made a silly face
Yeah.
at the camera, made that your thumbnail. Instead, you took a little more time and did Midjourney. So nobody lost a job over that.
No one lost a job because there was no job to lose there. But I do think,
Correct.
like, what do you do about like corporations and stuff that are going to use it as well? I mean,
I like the idea of everything that is AI generated has to be marked as such.
Right. Okay.
So that if I was a teacher now, I might even have that, kind of push for that as legislation that, if it's going to write something, every 10th word or something needs to be,
well,
this is AI.
They have
like that.
They have things. They have things called AI text identifiers or whatever, where it'll actually look for it and say whether this is AI created or not. The problem
Do you
is
mean plagiarism or AI?
AI specifically. I know they've had plagiarism ones for ages, and the problem was the plagiarism ones weren't catching the AI ones. I just feel like I remember in high school when you'd sit down to write an essay, and then you would take something from someone else's textbook, and then you'd reword it yourself, right?
Right.
And I was always like, why does it freaking matter? If you think about it, I'm just taking it from another book. I'm turning it into my own words. I guess there's a certain skill to that, but to a certain point, there's a skill to that. I always felt slightly guilty, but I would always change whatever was said in a different way. But now there's a thing called Quillbot, which is a paraphraser, which will take your AI-generated text and change it so it no longer seems like AI-generated text. So
that is brilliant.
Like, this is a slippery slope. I completely agree.
Wait, did you just say an AI that like removes the AI?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's an AI that takes the AI input and switches out some words and stuff so that you won't get caught when you look for these when you look for like
the AI, un-AI is the AI.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
So we're moving into a time. Look, this is happening in a lot of things right now, right? There's there are AI tools to stop people from breaking into your computer. So the bad guys create AI tools to trick the AI tools to get into your computer. And so it's going to keep going and keep escalating this way. There's going to be AI image generators that generate images that are not able to be identified by image generating tracking software, right? I mean, like it's.
But then wouldn't the image tracking software get better to like?
They both will.
Too?
So they both, as one gets better, it escalates the other one, right? So there's a really good point here by Mr. Clean Tracy. Mr. Clean Tracy, how are you? Which says like just put a few punctuation mistakes and you're golden, right? A little bit of grammar mistakes. Oh, screwed that up. You know what I mean? Like I just don't know. I feel like I am not definitively saying AI generated images and AI generated essays and all because are bad or good. I just think they're here. So we have to figure out how to use them so that look, if Vipup, give me an example of an essay you have to write or something you'd have to write.
He's out of school.
I would have to write.
Yeah, what would you have to write?
Well, when I am in school, it would probably be something about a book.
Okay, so give me a book that you've read recently, or a book that you had to read for school.
The Giver.
What was it called?
The Giver by. Actually, I don't know who it's by.
The
It's
Giver?
a pretty old
The
book.
Giver. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I do not. Like
With a
that
B or a V?
The Giver.
Giver. As V is in
India,
victory.
Victor.
Yes.
Yeah.
V
Okay.
as in victory.
So, if you were to go online, I am sure you could find essays that will answer that question already in existence, right? If you cut and paste them, you're going to potentially get in trouble if the teacher has time to check them. But there's also going to be AI tools that do that for the teachers, right?
Correct.
But
Yep.
the AI, like the teachers are going to be like, yeah, screw you, AI kids. I'm going to use AI to mark your papers. Or I'm going to use AI to see if you've paraphrased something from somewhere else or something. But the AI is just pulling all of the information from around the web and putting it into a different format. And it's different every time, right? It's not, well, I shouldn't say it's different every time. It can be similar every time, but the idea is that it's generated individually every time. The key is, how do you use that as a tool? I think if I could, it automates the process of going to Google and looking up all the things you want to look up to write into your essay. And it puts them into a document for you. If that then forces you to sit down to read what it's come up with and check that everything that it's talking about is true and valid and makes sense and is on topic and is actually can be backed up with information on the internet, you're learning, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're learning about the book. You're learning about what people think about the book. You're learning how to process that stuff. I don't see why there's anything wrong with that.
I think if you read the essay it printed, you're going to read more than most kids would for the actual project anyway.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah.
And it also buys them more time to actually, like, I just think that there's, we live at a time where we don't have, like, no one's patient enough to do anything. You know? It's like last minute learning is the way to go. Is the way everything, I shouldn't say it's the way it should go, but it feels to me like that's the way everything is moving. That if you want to learn something, you look it up when you need to learn it. Right?
Well, we went to school in the 80s, and didn't you wait till the last day to do your
procrastination
essay?
for sure.
Too.
Yeah. Oh my God,
that's what I did.
There's a pretty good. I got a pretty good image from the Midjourney. Hang on a second. Let me see if let me upres it, and then I'll share it.
On the Midjourney.
The punching babies.
Now,
yep.
I don't know about you, but when let's say Photoshop and what was not Photoshop?
Yeah.
Painter.
Yeah.
What was that called? Remember?
There was MS Paint, and then there was Corel Draw. There was all those ones.
Corel Paint.
Yeah.
Now you could actually slap down an oil painting or an impasto or an acrylic. Now these are very difficult mediums, and so people who took the time and the great expense of having everything you need to make an oil painting, say, and be good at it, that took years. So they were really mad when the programs came out. This is no different.
The best connection that I've seen, I love that. I mean, it's also like, if you're a painter and you're not mixing your own paints, does that make you less of a painter?
Right.
Because people used to have to mix their own paints. The best example that I've heard that really sort of resonated with me, and Vibe, tell me if you think this makes sense to you or not, but before photography, you had to draw or paint anything in order to get a copy of it, right? All of a sudden, this technology comes along where in a press of a button, you can capture a scene. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. Like, that's going to put all those artists out of work. No one's going to buy paintings anymore. Why would they buy paintings when they could just take a photo? Well, did it kill painting? No. It didn't kill painting.
No.
It became a whole other tool. There will be competitions for AI art, right? There will be galleries of AI art. And then there will be artists who don't want to use it or who are partially inspired by it. Maybe you get AI art to create something and then you go and frickin' paint it in your own style.
Exactly.
How is that bad?
Back in the day, David would have had to buy a baby, punch it while somebody was photographing it.
Exactly.
Now,
no
what do you
babies
gotta
are hurt, and it doesn't hurt my hand.
And you didn't have to buy a baby, which
Well, and it's in the style.
Have you shown the image or anything that it made yet?
Did you make? Oh, I haven't. No. I'll share it now. I'll share it right now. Sorry, you're right. Keep me
I
on
was
track.
trying to give you a segue.
Keep me on track.
I was
That's
giving
it.
you a segue
Yeah, it's
there.
good. It's a good segue. It's good.
That's why I brought up the baby punching.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're good. Baby punching. Very good. Okay, here it goes. Open original.
Yep.
I'm opening the original. I am opening the. What the heck am I doing? Okay, so I think if I do
There is
this
a
now,
website where you can get prompts now. Like for good prompts, you can
prompt
get like
engineer.
$1.
Check out that.
Yep.
Look at that, baby.
Oh, I can't wait till I can see
Okay,
it.
here he goes. Here he goes. This prompt is Stargate McKay punching
Taking a
babies.
pill.
Punching babies
Oh,
in the
this is
style of anime, because I just like anime.
Did you have to give it another picture of you,
No.
or does it already have
No.
that in mind now?
No, it for some reason it has a slightly different image of me than maybe I have in my own head. But it has a different nose for me for some reason. But because it always gets it kind of wrong, even when I give it images of myself. But that's McKay punching babies right there. So it's McKay bursting out of some kind of weird cryogenic locker thing and bashing babies. Not what I would have thought
I
of.
think it's more crushing babies, but
it's
came close.
It's true. It's like crushing babies with my fists. It's not the same. Yeah.
I think the blonde girl's going to take you though.
I think she's about to. It's true. Yeah, I think I've met my match right there. Oops, wrong one. So that's what AI has been up to. Well, but again, like none of these things would happen if there. I wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't AI. And I'm not saying that. I hear artists' concerns. I hear them, right? Like in the same way that I hear the people who used to do hand weaving, the Luddites who used to do hand weaving, who then marched on the steam engine weaving machines and broke them because they're like, you're putting us out of job. It's true. It is true. There are some people who will be out of a job, but I don't know any other way around it. They need to figure out how to use this technology now. And also, I think if I am inspired to use artists as prompts, as part of the prompts, like I will often use, like, I love using like Tim Burton, like in the style of Tim Burton, or in the style of Tim Burton meets Ralph Steadman, or in the style of Van Gogh and anime. Like, I love mixing the things up and seeing what you come up with. The reality is that I believe that is what humans are doing in their own feeble processing way anyways, right? An artist goes to paint. Right. They are inspired by everything they've seen in their life, everything they've felt in their life, the image that they're trying to get across, the things in their brain. This allows me to get stuff out of my brain that could never have escaped my brain otherwise. You know? And Gippy G, it's got to be a revolutionary for you.
Well, I was even going to ask you tips because you've gotten so skilled at it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it is a skill, and it is something you've had to work at, and it's gotten progressively better as you've gone along.
It's just finding words. Specific keywords help. And I've tried a bunch. And again, it's like talking about last minute learning. I go to type these things in, and I will look up, like I'd go like, why, like I wanted to do a raccoon action movie scene one of the images for the movie making thing for the community center. And I couldn't get it to do an action movie without one of these freaking cute little raccoons holding a gun. Right? So
that's action.
So I looked up the it's like a double negative, and then you type no, and then you type what you don't want to see.
Oh, okay.
And you type gun, and then sometimes guns don't show up. Sometimes they still do, but they're less likely to show up, it seems. So that was interesting. Also, you can't type guts in. That is a forbidden word, and they will ban you. I'm like, guts? Seriously?
Okay, that's dumb.
You know? Historical action. Raccoon with a bow and arrow. Exactly. Nixie Geek. Yeah, this is it. It's prompt hacking. Prompt engineering. The skill will be to come up with this stuff yourself. How, people will be paid to go like, come up with the craziest mixes of stuff that you want. And it isn't just coming up with artists. It's coming up with artists it's coming up with your idea inspired by the artist's approach to it, if that makes sense. The question is, should artists be allowed to remove their stuff as inspiration?
I think the smartest thing to do would be almost, I can license my style. Like, let's say you want to do a Kincaid, and Kincaid says, okay, Midjourney, you pay me $500,000 a year, and you can use my style. If it's somebody very famous, or I don't know, something like that.
Well,
Banksy,
but think about that as an income
maybe,
for artists. Maybe you start getting these little walled gardens for artists. So you go like, oh, you can use the open source out in the world AI for your crappy little tech bandits. But if you want to use Tim Burton, a true Tim Burton inspired insight, like maybe there are like add-ons you can buy to the AI. Like, oh, I've licensed The Rock, so The Rock can be in all of your AI images. Like that kind of stuff.
I can see that. I was just thinking when you said that, has Tim Burton actually done any art, or is this just stuff that he's told humans to make for him, and then he goes through just like you do? No, that one's not right. This one needs more of this.
Well,
and that's the Tim Burton style.
There is some of that, but yes, he is an artist unto himself. There was an amazing exhibit that we saw at in LA at the LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you get a chance to see, if it ever comes back, we actually ended up, we bid on one of the giant street posters for it. So we have this massive, big, those ones when you drive by the highway and they've got those big like flags for events. So we have this massive, like almost like it's almost a floor, an entire floor height of or ceiling height, I guess, of his exhibit. And he does like Vincenzo Natali. So Vincenzo Natali is the guy who directed
Vincenzo's cool.
Yeah, the Cabinet of Curiosities.
He does music too.
I know. He does everything. He also did his own comic book. He's got a graphic novel he did as well. The guy's one of the most brilliant, wonderful humans. He's like my first Guillermo. Like he is a Guillermo del Toro type. He's one of these people who just inspires other people and is such a creative force unto himself that he just draws these talented people like myself to them. So
maybe he's not quirky enough. He needs to be a little more quirky.
Maybe. I mean, he's a pretty odd guy in a really fun, again, lovely way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And really driven. Like, got this wonderful drive. Like, he's up at like 5 o'clock every morning. Always has been. Like, as a child, he was up at 5 a.m. working on scripts or projects. Anyways, but the point being is, Vincenzo, and you should follow him on Twitter as well, if you can.
Yeah, I do.
And his website as well. He's got a great website where he basically every single storyboard he's ever done is available there. You want to learn how to make movies? Just freaking go to his website and look at all the stuff he's put out there. But I should try this because I haven't tried it. But maybe there's a way of... Actually, I should try this now. I wonder if Vincenzo Natali, if you could do it in a Vincenzo Natali style in Midjourney.
Like H.R. Geiger or something. Here's a question. Why don't you have that Tim Burton up as a backdrop when you're streaming or something? Cool?
It wouldn't fit in here.
Like that.
Like it's literally taller it's taller than this like floor
in the ceiling, huh?
So there's a place upstairs that we had it that has a high ceiling that we could put it in, but then we did a reno and there's not a space for it now. So I think we're gonna have to put it in the hallway. But it's like it's bigger than one whole floor, right? It would be dragging Tim Burton's ass on the floor right now. Would be the way, yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of cool. It's like
it might work.
We don't even care. We drag it on the floor.
I actually got. I'll show you what I got the other day. My beautiful, fabulous wife went to IKEA. She went to IKEA and she got these things.
Fun stream, guys.
So these are these little shelves, but they have. I don't know if you can see. There's like a notch. There's a notch in there. So what you do
David
is
Gurney said you're ugly. I think.
What? Gertie?
I'm not sure. I'm
fugly.
Maybe.
So
he said if Vincenzo is that great, why is he friends with you? That's what he said. I didn't.
Because, as Guillermo del Toro introduced me the other day, he said, "This is David Hewlett. He is a wonderful actor, a fabulous friend, and a magnificent victim." It's because I'm a good victim.
Oh,
so these shelves, they have a notch in them, so you can put pictures on the wall at a little slight angle, and it just sits on the shelf. So I've got a bunch of these great pictures and stuff that I want to put up.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Like I got a bunch of these. Like I've got Pokemons and like this is an artist.
Oh my gosh.
This is an artist that I found at the comic and I don't know whatever it's called, comic and gaming thing that happens in Toronto every so often. It's this great artist that did all of the he did all of the presidents of the United States as Pokemon.
If
right?
Just to go back real quick to the victim statement by Guillermo.
Yeah.
So are you saying that if a regular actor had been hung by his arms, they would have said cut, stunt double, but then since it was you,
I can't imagine they
just brought in the girls and
I think they don't. I think any actor would have
rooms
done.
and stuff.
I think any actor would have done the same thing. It's just that I just.
Oh, okay.
I think I just looked so miserable that I think people just enjoy how miserable I look. You know, I think other actors would perhaps look more excited about it, and I looked miserable the entire time. Probably it's probably what it was.
Well, you didn't. You looked heroic.
Oh my God, Captain Catherine, this is the coziest fleece. I don't know what it is, but it is like it's like a Muppet. It's like wearing the Cookie Monster. It's so comfortable.
Oh, so nice. And it kind of brings up some questions where you got the fur, but
that's it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I got it from a plastic factory, probably.
Oh no, I thought you.
Why is he friends with you then? When did James R. Gurney go evil? Remember when he was just like the sweetest guy?
I think when he found his taste for arson, it started.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Once he said, it's like every movie that ends with a fire. He's now evil, Gurney.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Professor Salty. Yeah, no kidding, Nixie Geek. He's in a mood. He's been hanging out with Cal too much.
No. Could you do that Cal the Hammer now in Mid-Journey and make it work?
Oh, I wonder. That's a good point. I haven't tried that.
Remember, we spent like an hour and a half.
It had a serious problem with hammers. It could not do it. In that it couldn't do hands, it couldn't do hammers either. Imagine. So what should I do? A female warrior.
Yes. That definitely describes Cal.
Female warrior in what? Like digital armor? How about that?
Stern female warrior, yeah.
A stern?
Female warrior.
How about an angry?
Ooh.
Angry.
Take no prisoners.
Female warrior in digital armor wields a massive hammer. I think that's all we need. I don't want to confuse it any more than that. Cal, are your ears burning?
Okay.
Arson was the match that ignited a difference in me, says James R. Gurney. Sounds like the beginning of a book. Oh, don't give him any ideas. James is going to write a book now as well. He's already published probably, right? Because he's a professor.
Sentence.
Aren't professors published all over the... I mean, aren't they generally, okay, so it's churning...
But all the other professors, make fun of them.
Oh,
and
do
have
they?
To pick it apart.
They make fun of the books and stuff? That's it.
They say, oh, what an idiot.
I love 8-bitish stuff in Minecraft style. Oh, in Minecraft style. That's smart. I hadn't thought of that. Ooh, someone's doing some thinking.
Trying, we'll get there.
And see, is that a style that could be licensed? I don't think it should be.
Well, one of the brilliant things about Minecraft was that they allowed their gameplay to show on YouTube. It was free. Whereas other companies would have pulled stuff down for using it, right? In the style of Minecraft. Nice.
Ooh, you added that.
Oh, it's got some neat stuff. I mean, it's still not a hammer.
It could be better.
It can't do a hammer. It's still struggling with the freaking hammer. Look at this.
Didn't we say we even tried mallet and all kinds of stuff, didn't we?
Yeah, I even wrote down like Odin's hammer of the gods or something. I mean, what do I need to do? How do I gotta change this. How do I do this? Let me get some space out of this. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
There
I
we
can
go.
just crop it
Wait,
right
save-
down to the image.
Better. I'm sure
Say the band hammer. That
Give me a
might
steroid and I'll probably start that pretty
I'm hearing a fair
Oh.
amount of background noise, Gimpy G. I don't
Yeah,
mind it.
I
I just
know,
don't want
my
you to be...
sister.
I don't want you
If
doxing
you
yourself. That's all.
No. Sister just got a call. I don't know what it's about. She
Uh,
told me, go ahead and stream.
Okay, all right. Okay, as long as she knows, as long as that's all. I just don't want her, So it's not. Look, it's not
Yeah.
awful, but it's not. It's also not. It's not there. But let me try another one because I got a
Yeah.
Minecraft one coming up, right? Let me
This
try
one's
Let me
good,
try
though.
the.
I kind of like these.
No, I like it too, and I like it too.
Bottom left. That says.
Do you want to bring? I'll do a larger version of that one then. Okay. Oh.
range. That's what
Oh, wait a second. We may be onto something with the Minecraft. I'm thinking we might be onto something. Check this out. I don't know why she has a mustache in that bottom right one. Or is that her mouth?
What do you say?
It's like weird. She's got like dreads and like a little button nose. And is that a mustache or is that her mouth? Maybe it's her mouth.
Maybe she's a dwarf.
Okay, so question, top right. Why is there a hammer on one side and then the other half of it is on the other side of her head?
I feel like she's wearing a hammer on her back.
Oh, is that
like
what it is?
Slung across her back.
Oh, okay,
That's
all
what
right.
I feel like.
I think of all of them so far, my favorite.
Wow.
I quite like the top right.
Top right's good.
I'm gonna let me try doing a full version of that as well.
Got the fire in the back.
Yeah.
It's got
And it looks
it's got
Minecraft.
cows burning days.
I just thought of a very good prompt.
What do you got? Hang on. Let me just bring up the next one. Okay. Again, there's this weird, it's like they keep trying to turn her into the hammer, which is a great idea, but just badly executed here.
Okay. Can it do like make it look like it's made out of Legos?
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, probably. Let's try that. All right, but Vipup, you had a suggestion as well.
Angry dinosaur taking over New York.
But that's not
That's
cow.
like Godzilla. All right, let me do my hammer first, and then I will do. So what was the suggestion? It was Lego style. That's right. Okay. All right. Imagine. I think Vipup is just talking about me, an angry dinosaur taking on New York.
I didn't even think of that.
An angry female warrior in digital armor wields a massive hammer as Lego. How about as Lego Minecraft? No, just as Lego.
Or built from Legos, yeah.
Oh,
something
built
like
from
that.
Lego. Okay, I like that. Built from Lego. Done. Okay, that one's coming up.
Is Lego the plural of Lego?
I don't know. Legos?
I don't know.
Legos.
Is it Legos?
No, that doesn't.
I would have just said Lego. It's a Lego brick or it's a pile of Lego. Okay, so here.
No.
Okay, so here are the two that we selected to go full screen. Oh, wait a second. I got to do the. I forgot Vipup's one. Wait a second. Vipup. What did you have? You said it was an Imagine
Giant dinosaur attacking
Giant
New York.
dinosaur attacking.
New York.
Why New York? What
You
about like?
noticed
I guess New York.
Toronto. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I
What
don't
about
know
attacking
why.
Toronto? Can we do that instead? Do you mind? Or what's the nearest town to you?
I actually don't.
Where you're in Nova Scotia, right?
No.
New Brunswick.
Close.
New Brunswick.
He's trying not to dox himself.
Oh, is he not trying to? Well, it's a big province. I don't think he's
It's
probably
really
okay.
big.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to Canada. Come
All
on.
right, give us a good. Come on, give us a good city, a good, obvious city.
Good
you're not
obvious
in.
city.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go. Sarah Owen is in New Brunswick as well. So give us a good city in New Brunswick to attack.
Fredericton.
You don't live in New Brunswick?
No, I do live in New Brunswick. Fredericton is in New
Oh,
Brunswick.
Fredericton. Let's do that one. Done. How do you spell Fredericton? Is that how do you
Do
spell
you think it
Fredericton?
knows what Fredericton is?
I don't know. It's going to find out. In Fredericton, Canada. Ah, how about that? No, Fredericton, New Brunswick.
I always think of my.
Is it New Brunswick or is it Nova Scotia? I can never remember where you are, Vipup.
New Brunswick. I'm not in Nova Scotia.
I get them confused because they both have "nuv" in them, like a new feel. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, in what style? We didn't put in what style we wanted it.
Just don't put any style. Just
No style. Styleless.
Kaiju.
Too
oh
late.
yeah, kaiju.
It's too late. Wait a sec.
No.
Okay, wait a sec. All right, so I'll try it in the style of. Okay, wait a sec. All right, so let's do this. We got this. In the meantime, I guess I could show you the. Let me see if I can do this. Okay.
By the way, you're doing really well, David. Pulling things up, showing them, bringing them down.
I feel like I'm
yourself up huge.
I'm losing my skills here.
Man.
Imagine. All right, here we go.
No, you're doing really well.
In the style of kaiju, would it be in the style of kaiju? In
I don't know.
kaiju style.
That's what I would write.
How do you spell
You're
kaiju?
a genius.
How do you spell kaiju? Is there a way to spell that?
I'm pretty sure it is K I'm pretty wait, let me see.
Kaiju, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaiju.
It's got some interesting stuff coming up. All right, let's see what I got. See what I got for you. Okay, so let me go through a list of stuff I've got. So we've seen our Minecraft ones. We've seen our non-Minecraft ones. Let's see some higher resolution ones that I've done. Okay, so these are the ones that I've asked it to upgrade. But you see the problem. Again, where's her freaking hammer?
Man.
See what I mean? And she's got like part of the hammer is in her face. I love her face though. Look at that evil. That's what I think of when I think of Cal, is that angry open mouth face like that.
Oh.
Like I will crush you, the little non-modded people. I am the moderator. Kaiju. Okay, I did spell it right. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else. All right, so I got that.
Can we say swinging hammer?
Oh, you could say swinging hammer. Yeah, maybe wielding is what's throwing it off.
Yeah.
Again, I blew up the Minecraft one, which I love the look of, except with that.
It's great.
There's like a freaking hammer sticking out of her shoulder.
She has two.
Yeah, but it's not. Yes, she has two hammers, but it's not. They're not like designed. Like I like that big hammer that she's holding, like up the top there, but the one on the right is sticking out of her shoulder. It doesn't make any sense. All right, next one. What do
If we threw that in, if you threw that into Photoshop, you could like Photoshop that out.
Yes, and that's what I end up doing. A lot of the time, I end up like tweaking stuff in Photoshop when I can't get it to give me what I want. But not
artistic.
Yeah, but it's rare. Like when I do like all of my nowadays, whenever I have to do, I want to put one of my resolutions, not New Year's, but one of my resolutions in general is I want to put a proper thumbnail on my videos. And the best way I've come up with doing that is to do an AI generated thing that relates to whatever we've been talking about, and then I slap the most stupid looking picture of me or whoever's talking in there, right? What do we think of the Lego?
God, I just had it. I like it.
I like it, except where's the freaking hammer?
I guess they just wanted to wield the engine block. That's what it looks like.
I know, it's like wield a chunk of something that sticks out of my arm. Okay, what if we go... wait, so we're on to the dinosaurs now. Check this out. This is a dinosaur attacking Fredericton.
I really like the Lego ones, guy. The top two are really getting me. Because she's like screaming with rage. I like it. Defiance and rage.
Defiance, I like that. So there's... Oh, wait a sec. What's it? It looks like it's trying to eat a store called Jurassic or something. Does that...
Oh, because
does it look like... Period. Does it look like Fredericton at all?
I actually don't know.
I like the bottom right one that only has... He's only got the top teeth. He's like
he's got like a really bad overbite.
A really bad overbite. It's like the nerdiest of dinosaurs.
Or that dinosaur just got a text. You have to...
We got a text? What? Or a dental word?
No.
Actually, wait a second. My teeth look like that too.
Got a text. What I'm trying to say is somebody took the jaw off of the...
Yes, someone stole the... Yes, good point. Okay, here's the kaiju one. What is that weird guy at the bottom there? There's a weird guy doing like a
Now
weird
that
pose.
Cal's here.
His legs are weird.
Hey Cal, do you know how long the delay on the stream is?
Oh, it's long.
That way you have time to catch people.
It's long. Oh, there's no like we don't delay it on purpose. It's just how long it takes for it to get processed and put out there.
Oh, okay.
There's no. I didn't even know you could. I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh, sure.
It's kind of smart. Well, now I know that if I could just
Yeah.
Overbite led to the demise of dinosaurs. Good point, Nixie Geek. It was bad dental care. See, if Pac-Mom was there, she could have saved the dinosaurs. Okay. What was the suggestion? You had a good suggestion about the hammer. Don't wield it. Don't wield the swinging the hammer. Yes, right. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to try that instead.
While you're working.
Yeah.
In my town, one of the landmarks is like a 1860s bar, and it says world famous bar with toilet seats on the wall. And their whole, like they got toilet seats all over the wall from 1800s on up till now. So, it's kind of sad when the toilet seats.
Wow.
On the wall.
They talk about
claim to fame,
they talk about find your niche. Like, they found their niche. I don't think there's any competition in that one.
And there's a jar, like a huge jar of pickled eggs.
Oh, I love pickled eggs.
I haven't seen it change.
What? I love pickled eggs.
Going on.
If I go there, I would eat one of those pickled eggs.
40-year-old eggs?
I would eat it. Pickled eggs are the
I'd like
best.
to see that.
Oh my God, I love pickled eggs.
Did I tell you I was a Jerry's kid?
You were a Jerry's kid? What is that like? Do you mean the fundraising?
Telephone?
The fundraising thing?
Yeah. I would go on the radio and stuff down here, and I was like 15, and the bar would have all these events and stuff, and of course the fun thing to do is to get the 15-year-old Jerry's kid just hammered. So that was a thing.
What?
They would. Oh yeah, they're like, yeah, you take this. We don't know how long you got.
What they were shoving drinks at you?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that seems like the dark, seedy underbelly of the Jerry's Kid thing.
I don't know. It's my funnest time of the year. But
really?
And then all these ladies that talk like this. You're such a sweetheart.
You're such a sweetheart. Right now. You're such a sweetheart, baby. Give us
my cigarette.
Give Auntie Jane a kiss. All right, so there's the Legos. Again, the sort of a hammer. Sort of a hammer? Like, that's swinging a hammer.
Third one.
Should we say holding a hammer? Would that be better?
I don't like the third one. If you count. Well, I don't. What would it be? The third?
So the way that the AI counts it is it's left, right, left, right. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. The bottom right is the fourth one. So 3. Yeah. You want to look at? You want to do a bigger version of 3?
I think 3 is pretty. Does she have glasses on, or what's happening?
I don't know what she's doing there. We'll find out.
I love the Viking helmet.
Yeah, the Viking helmet's kind of nice because I do sort of see Cal in some kind of a Viking helmet. It's true. I don't know why, because she lives. I don't know where she lives. I don't want to dox her.
Put him in your closet.
If she's in England, I'm almost positive she's an offspring of Viking.
She's not in England. It's not England. No.
It's not England?
Cal, where do you want to live? I think Cal was talking about like wanting to live like in like Canada or something. Like coming to Canada. Everyone wants to come to Canada.
Tasmania, maybe.
What was that?
And maybe Tasmania.
Jesus. But I could sort of see her in like a Scandinavian country, like wearing the Viking outfit. Oh my God, I've got a film for you. Vibe Pup, you don't want to see this movie, just so you know. Not because you wouldn't understand it, or not because it's got sexy bits or any of that kind of stuff, or that it's incredibly violent. But I think you would find it boring because it's very, very slow. But it's called The Northman.
Oh, I watched that. I like that.
I freaking loved it. It's the guy who did The Witch.
Skarsgård, right?
Yeah. It's the director who did The Witch. So it's all like, it was freaking miserable to shoot. Gotta be.
Oh, yeah.
It's going really slowly mid-journey right now. I don't know why. I think maybe have I exhausted something?
There were parts at the end that like frustrated me. like, why not snap that guy's head off? Or,
yeah, there was a
stuff like
few.
that.
There was a bit. He took a bit of time with revenge, but okay. Here you go. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. We got it. Here we go.
Did you watch Violent Night yet? Because that was.
I did. I saw
amazing.
Violent Night. I was underwhelmed.
Are you sick?
I think I might
is
be. I think I
wrong?
might be because I hate everything that everyone loves. I feel like, am I just becoming a troll? Maybe.
What if you're a contrarian?
I loved the action. I loved anything that had David Harbour in it was brilliant. Everything else
Well, yeah.
was just freaking stupid. All those stupid, like, I don't care about the people. Just freaking kill people.
Well, yeah, but he used a candy cane that he licked himself and stabbed everybody.
No, that was fantastic. That
was
stuff was
fantastic.
amazing. But given that that's the audience for your film, why would you have long, boring setup scenes about, parents not getting along, not understanding their children and all that? It's like, oh, come on. This is all just a mechanic to get to the point where, you know what I mean? Like, why did they like?
Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
But the
I feel
action
like it
was
was
spectacular. Spectacular. I enjoyed it, and it was spectacular. I just found there were bits that were kind of boring because they were pretending there was like real acting involved and stuff. Like, it's like,
What did you feel? Okay, how did you feel?
oh, thank you, Vayan. Vayan's just someone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
very nice.
agreed with you.
No, they've just subscribed,
they
which is
did.
very nice of them. Yeah,
Oh, thank you so much. David really needs it now.
it's true.
Uh,
It's true.
Let's see here.
Specify
Okay, you know the Home
Warhammer.
Alone?
Yeah, I've tried
I've
Warhammer
tried that.
before, but I mean, I should try specifying Warhammer. It's true, but I've even tried like literally saying, the hammer of Odin and stuff. Like, it's, all right.
Wait a minute. What if Cal is undefinable?
We know
Like
that.
Infinity.
AI just cannot conceive of the greatness that is Cal. An angry female, what did we say? There was another one that you liked.
Vengeful? I don't know. I can't remember.
Desperate D. There was a D. There was something you had. You said another one that was good. Anyways, swings a massive war hammer. If you put Warhammer together, then you start getting Warhammer characters. Trust me, we've been through a lot of this, but we'll go through it again for your viewing pleasure.
Warhammer in the style of. Wouldn't that work?
Trevero's saying use gavel, but then she's going to get dressed like Judge Judy or something, isn't she?
Little tiny thing, yeah.
Ooh, Thom Wan.
The,
Thom Wan is a good one. How about a Lego Shield Maiden with Warhammer? I don't even know what that means,
nice.
but that sounds doable.
I happen to watch the show called Vikings, so I know all about
My friend
Shield
was on that.
Maidens and stuff.
I was jealous. I wanted to be a Viking.
No way.
I don't have the
The
body
other
for a
one?
Viking. He played Eric the
Yeah,
Viking.
actually you do. Really?
Yep. He's amazing.
Do you know the crazy guy that played Loki?
The crazy guy who played Loki? No.
Loki.
What, in your
Loki with
Avengers
an F.
movies? Oh, Lila, I just cut and
No.
pasted from one computer and tried to paste it on the other one. That's not going to work, is it? Lego Shield Maiden. I like this. Maiden.
In the style of Frank Frazetta.
In the... Stop. What? Shield Maiden.
You don't know
Shield
who-
Maiden is a Viking warrior lady. Okay. Battle Hammer. Okay. Swinging.
Wait, you don't know who Frank Frazetta is?
No. Should I?
All the original Conan books.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Comics.
Yeah.
But he did the covers for those.
That's right. Sorry, I should know him.
Yeah.
Wow, Watcher652 has been subscribed for 28 freaking months. We haven't bored the crap out of you yet? That's insane.
You could have had 3 babies by now.
You could have. It's
And-
true. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh wow, that was fast. Oh. Sort of got it. Kind of. All right. So this
Dang
one.
it. You made it sound so good.
I mean, at first I was like thinking it was perfect, and then I started looking closely and I noticed some issues. But there you go. It's getting there. I quite like the top right.
Yeah.
Top right?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have to hold back.
All right, you got to wait for your Denver internet to dial
No,
up
it's
and
fantastic.
Oh, is it good? Oh, it's fast
again.
again now? Oh, good. Okay, so maybe it's my
Yeah, actually,
maybe it's my
really good.
Which one do you like?
I do like this.
I like the top right.
Top right? Okay, I'll make that one big.
Wait, is that bloodshed?
Was there blood?
What's happening there?
Was there blood?
Well,
Yeah, there's
look at all
blood.
the red. Yeah, like she just smashed.
No,
somebody,
that's her hair,
and
isn't it? That's
still
her
running
hair.
all
Then
over
what are
the
the stuff on
ground.
the ground?
Those brown bricks.
That's red.
No,
Is it red?
that's
I'm
residue
Mike.
right
I've
there.
not
That's a
my
victim.
my. I've sort of. I don't know if I'm colorblind or I seem to see the different colors as everyone else. All right, let's try this one.
I like it.
Wow, I like Marilyn Monroe. It looks like Marilyn Monroe with a freaking hammer. Sort of a hammer, but she's not holding the hammer right. Somebody teach AI what a freaking hammer is and how to hold it. But I gotta say, I love bottom right. I love the face.
I gotta see what you're. Oh yes.
So I think what we could do here, and what I think I will have to, again, if you've got time, what you then do is you get exactly the components that you want, and then you Photoshop them together into your own little thing. You know, so the face on that one is just magnificent. That is, if there's ever a face of Cal, that might be it. Bottom right.
Can you ship that to Discord?
I am going to put all of them.
Think of it.
I'm going to put all of them into Discord.
Okay, good. And
In
I'll
fact,
get somebody from this app to put something awesome together.
Okay, so I think we need to do this. We need to do a full version of that one, and a full version of that one, and I think we need to do a full version of that one. Okay, so they've got a few versions coming up right now.
Do you still have chat AI?
The chat AI?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Okay. Here's a question.
All right.
Can you tell it to make a prompt for Midgard or whatever Midjourney
Yep.
of a woman wielding
Okay. No, that's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
using AI to make a prompt for the AI?
Okay. Write me a prompt for AI image generator.
This is great. We have gone so deep.
Creates a woman. No, what do we say? A female warrior.
Yeah, there you go.
Swinging. And what do we just say? The best way I put it? Battle axe. No, battle hammer.
Battle hammer.
In the style of Lego. No, a Lego. Should we do Lego again? We like the Lego.
Lego.
You know what I liked? I liked the Minecraft one better because it had fire.
You know what? I did too. The faces were cute.
Okay. Here you go. Okay, it's thinking.
This is going to be amazing.
It's quoting it back to me. Oh, you are not. Oh, snap. This is good. What?
We can't see anything yet. This is very
No, you
funny.
can't see anything, but no. I'm just you gotta hear this description. Like they've done a I don't normally type this much crap into it. It says create an image of a female warrior wielding a battle hammer in the style of Minecraft. The warrior should be depicted in a fierce and powerful pose, ready to strike at her enemies. The battle hammer should be the focal point of the image, with the warrior's facial expression and body language conveying her determination and strength. The background should be a grassy field with mountains in the distance, representing the battlefield where the warrior fights for her cause.
Okay, that's actually
Guys, let's just, as humans, can we just all agree to give up now? I mean, we're done. We are done.
My mind is blown.
My mind is totally blown. I want my best friend to be this AI GPT chat. And you know,
probably is.
James Gurney mentioned a really good point earlier, long ago. When James Gurney was nice. No, even after he was evil. Even after James Gurney burnt down Gimpy's house and turned evil. He mentioned that he'd used this GPT chat to do some R programming for him, which is actually, as it turns out, exactly what I did, because I was doing my
What's that?
So R is basically a data manipulation programming language. So it's
okay. Clarify this just for anybody who doesn't know. He did not burn down any houses.
He didn't what? He did. No.
He didn't burn down any houses. I just wanted to say because there have been
Oh.
a few new chatters that
Oh,
won't
no.
really understand the joke.
No, James R. Gurney is single-handedly responsible
down
for
my house.
streaming
Yeah.
throughout the burning down of Gimpy G's house.
Well,
Stealing
trying to get the chat to go there.
stealing his 7
you
or
wanna
8
know-
followers
yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
Actually, how many
Yeah,
people were
just-
online when the house burned down? Like, how many people were online with you?
No, seriously, it was like 6 to 8, something like that.
But they're a part of history now.
Yeah,
You know.
fantastic.
So James R. Gurney used GPT chat to write a little bit to help him out with some our programming code, as they did with me. Because what I'll do is I'll say like, write me an R code to do something, and with comments, and it'll actually comment on the code what each piece of our programming is doing. I also used it to. I've actually got to run it again because I'm sure other people have asked for it. I was sending people the Stargate GPT chat that I'd done a while back, and I was emailing people. And so what I was doing was I had GPT chat write a Google scripts that selected all of the emails with the subject matter, McKay GPT chat or whatever it was, and put it into a database for me. So that was very, very cool. All right, okay, let's take this thing. Let's take this amazing GPT chat thing.
Yeah.
And prompt, as you say. Thank you, GPT, for helping me out with my stuttering.
No problem.
Imagine prompt. This is an insane prompt. Wow.
I don't know how many of the words are going to be actually useful.
I don't know. Let's find out.
But we'll see.
But what's interesting is an AI has come up with the words, right? So I'm guessing that it must surely those words will have meaning to the AI as well, right?
Right.
Now, while we're waiting, let me show you the maxed out versions of that. Have I shown you these already?
Dude,
Let's see.
this is so neat, though. We've just done like an Inception kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, it's going to change. This is changing everything. James R. Gurney, Dr. Professor James R. Gurney is using this technology to help him in the lab with our programming. Right?
It's incredible.
I am using it as a way of entertaining people because I'm not entertaining enough on my own. This is, I am taking what's in Gimpy G's tiny little acorn brain, and we're putting it out into the world thanks to the ability of open chat. No, what's it called? Midjourney. So check out this Lego figure.
Our audience. Yeah.
Check out this Lego figure, Gimpy G. You looking at it? Five Pup, you got it?
I'm seeing a lady in red.
Yes.
With a sausage
Lady
on
in...
a stick.
Yeah, she's got a weird leg. It's like...
Oh, maybe she's stepping up. I don't know.
Maybe, or she just gave up. Like, okay, so for example, why is the head of the hammer on the ground in front of her? And then for some reason she's got a gas canister at the end of a stick.
I don't know.
Like, it really has a problem with hammers. I'm very curious to see.
Off, just for now.
And just try it without?
See what it does.
See if it, okay. The problem was we were seeing it without the Lego, and it was the same kind of issues. All right, hang on a second. Here's the next one. Next big one coming up. That is my favorite face. That's my favorite face. I think you could take that image and just Photoshop in the right size hammer.
I remember when I packed it last.
You put it in the right size. Isn't that a great face?
Yeah.
The faces have been surprisingly A+. It's true. It's true, actually. I'm wondering if maybe that's been a focus for it, is that it's focusing on the faces? Because it knows that's what we look at first. This is without a doubt the most significantly cool one.
This is Cal seeing somebody.
Oh, that's really cool.
Say the N-word in chat,
Really? And just taking them out.
Yeah.
Obliterating them.
Yep.
Look at that. Again, the hammer is not right. But I don't know what's going on. There's even a little motion blur happening in the back there. And her face is all scarred up. Oh my God, look at her face. She's got like a venom thing happening.
Cal, what have you been doing?
Yeah, Cal, you got to look after yourself better. What the heck? Well, these are all amazing. Again, as a tool, you could create these separate elements and put them together and have a perfect Cal. And then you don't need Cal around anymore. Wait a second, could Cal be replaced by AI? Maybe Cal is AI. I've never met
Never.
Cal.
Have you?
What if Cal...
even if you talk to her, it wouldn't matter, would it?
That
Oh
image is
God.
captioned, Cal tries to fix David's Discord server after he made changes. That's a good point.
Oh.
Good point, James. All right, let's see what they've come up with that epic. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I am...
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Is it going to make 4 of them?
It made 4 of them. It's... Honestly, that's probably the closest to what we asked for.
I can't quite see it yet.
It's coming.
This was in Minecraft, correct?
That was a bit underwhelming.
It's a bit underwhelming, but it's accurate, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
It has finally gotten somewhere.
It's sort of got a hammer. It's got them sort of holding it. Let me try tweaking that then. Should we tweak that a little bit and see if there's a way to... Because I feel like we could probably do a couple of things with this. So that's the... So let's use the same quote as we did.
I like the background being like fiery hellscape.
Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, okay. So let's create an image of a female warrior wielding a battle hammer, so that works, in the style of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's not a very good Minecraft version. The warrior should be depicted as fierce and powerful, blah, blah, blah. The battle hammer should be the focal point of the image, with the warrior's facial expression and body language conveying her determination and strength. The background should be fiery mountains. How about that? Fiery.
Yeah.
All right. Fiery. Oops. Fiery.
You could say flaming Greenland.
What did you say?
Or you could say, instead of like a fiery mountain, like a field on fire, because
Ooh, field on. I like that. All right, let's do one with that as
Ooh,
well.
that is good.
There you go. I'm gonna try this one now. Let's see. There we go. I'm gonna imagine.
You know, I was just thinking, you guys actually hear my people better than I do.
Oh,
I've
really?
got them muted.
Oh, because you've got noise
Yeah.
canceling, don't you? Probably.
I do.
So what did you
So you're
say? Instead of
probably
a fiery
hearing
mountain, it's
far
a
clearer.
field of fire? What did you say? How was it, Vipa?
Yeah, field on fire.
A field on fire, not field on fire.
There's been some pretty cool ones. I mean,
Berlin.
Vipup's done some pretty cool ones. Had some pretty good, cool prompts that I've sent. Those ones with remember the birds? When they were birds with guns? They were kind of cool.
Yes, bird with guns. I don't know why, but I like the creepy ones.
You know, they default creepy. So a lot of the times, one of the things that I've taken to doing for my Tech Bandits ones is I put cute, happy raccoon. Otherwise, you get these freaking creepy, like stuffed, like they look like like you know, what is it? Taxonomies? What is it called?
Taxidermist.
Stuffed taxidermist. Taxidermied. Taxidermied? Dead. Well, they look like dead
Anybody hear a
raccoons.
Christmas story?
Like dead raccoons
I've
and
got
someone
a
shoved
Christmas
marbles in
story
their eyes.
with taxidermy.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a niece who is an anthropologist, or at least training to be such.
Yes.
And then she's going to parlay that into forensic scientist, you know, to solve crimes.
Yeah.
So
she's gonna solve pet crimes. So she's gonna be like a pet detective.
Well, no, she's like Wednesday, like a lot like Wednesday Addams.
Ah.
Okay.
Which a show that I did like,
and
by the
just
way.
Me too. Little doll.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I got her a bear skull for Christmas, but this guy kept trying to sell me a water buffalo.
Really?
He's like, no, I can get you a real good deal on a water buffalo.
What does a bear skull cost?
It was like we went in for it together, but it was like $200, $300.
Why don't you just 3D print one?
And yeah, well, okay.
And then no bear has
So
to die.
cool. We all thought, well, it's dead already. They
Right.
didn't like rip its head off in front of us, but yeah.
Why
I'm
has it gone
guessing-
so low res on this?
Minecraft?
Yeah, but it's not even Minecraft style. It's like it's gone low res. Maybe it's original Minecraft it's using. Should I put in maybe I should put in photo real or something. Let me give you another one. There's a couple more here. There's that one.
Oh, that did go weird, didn't it?
I
Wait,
just thought of a
totally
very good
8-bit.
prompt.
What was that?
I just thought of a very good prompt.
Is it a
Okay.
totally different prompt, or is it still on track with what we're doing?
Totally different.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, what do you got? I'll put it in. While we're talking.
Map of the universe. Just that's it.
Ooh, like the Time Bandits. I like that.
I
Imagine.
love that show.
You know they're making a show out of it. I would kill
They're
to
gonna make
be.
a series.
I would kill to be in the Time Bandits. I think that's just. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and he's just one of my favorite directors of all time. All right, imagine.
Now, if you want a part,
I've already
how do you
forgotten. What am I
think you
doing?
put-
A map of the universe?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want it in any kind of
Do you-
style?
Ancient.
Ooh. In ancient
Terry Gilliam.
style.
Or like ancient map of the universe would be cool.
An ancient map. Okay, very good, very good. An ancient map of the universe. How could you
How
use this
would
stuff
one
in
go
school,
about getting
Vipa?
you in that?
What's that?
I want you in Time Bandits. I would really like for you to be pure concentrated evil. What do I do?
Don't touch it. It's evil. Oh man.
Yes.
Oh. First two looked Minecraft. The bottom two looked like 16-bit pixel art. Yeah, it did. It looked like game sprites. Like I think it's getting confused by the gaming aspect of it, maybe.
Yeah.
I much prefer the sort of the realistic look. So you might want to put in a photorealistic prompt. Like you could. I think you can type in. I've typed in photorealistic before, and that's helped. Or even 4K sometimes works. Vipup, you're gonna love what
See,
it's
he's
got.
got tricks.
He's
got
Vipup,
tricks.
you're gonna love what you got for it. Here, create a about 4K photoreal. Okay. Yes. In the style
You know,
of.
chat.
Oh crap!
Make
There we
sure
go.
you tweet at Amazon Studios that we want David Hewlett in Time Bandits because it just makes sense. He was
Okay.
born for the part.
I think I'm gonna have to. I gotta upres these before I show them. Okay, because they're really, really
Okay.
detailed, and I think we're gonna want to see the
I like
odd little bits and pieces that have shown up in it. I think you're gonna like this.
Have
Can I-
you seen universal structures? Like really far out pictures of the universe
So beautiful.
where it's got like veins
Get
of
this.
stuff going through it.
So I stood.
Go ahead.
I wonder if I've got it on my photos somewhere. I stood at the Texas Center for Advanced Computing. They have a visualization section run by this amazing woman whose job is to take all of this crazy numbers of data, all this crazy amounts of data, and turn it into something that scientists can look at and go like, oh, that's what's happening. So
Okay.
and one of their, for want of a better word, clients, I guess, is the Just Wonderful Space Telescope, the JWST, and so I stood in front of these incredibly high-res monitors with an image of one of these sort of like nebulas behind me, and it honestly makes you feel slightly. I felt slightly ill. It was so like it's just so like you're floating. It's bizarre. It throws you off. Okay, so
Was it like from Terry? No, Pratchett. No, wait. Douglas Adams.
Douglas
You
Adams?
discover how insignificant you are, and then you throw up.
Yeah, but is that? Oh, did he do that? Yeah, it is a bit like that. Okay,
Yeah.
Here's a few images for you. So, this is an ancient map of the universe, as prompted by Vipup. Let me see if I can do this.
Vipup, you have a wonderful mind, man.
So this is what it came up with. I noticed that they're all the same circle, which is interesting. And I guess because in the ancient times, they thought the sun was the center of the universe, right? I guess was sort of their... No, they thought the Earth was the... Sorry, they thought the Earth was the center of the universe, of course, because we're humans and we're the most selfish dinks in the existence of the freaking
Getting
universe.
a ton of ideas for prompts.
Oh, that is cool.
Isn't that neat?
This looks like that ancient gadget that they found on the ocean.
What? What's that?
You
That
haven't
sounds...
seen it?
No, it sounds amazing.
Oh, you
I
should.
might have just
No,
thought of a very good prompt.
Yeah.
Hang on. Well, I'm showing you the last ones. Okay, so this is a
is
close
cool.
up. This is a close up of what they've got for you. And it looks like there's some sort of like animals in there, or it looks like there's some kind of like. It looks very Stargate like, I've got to say.
Maybe like constellations.
Yeah, there's like
This is so neat.
constellations and like stars and then little churches and stuff. There's a couple more. I
Oh my
upgraded all of
God.
them so you could see all of them. I really like this one. And it's got like writing
This is
around the
cool.
outside, and then little, like it looks like incredibly complex, almost DNA-like things around the outside. And then for some reason, some floating potatoes.
Oh,
looks It looks
potatoes are good.
looks like a planet and a floating potato, and then some wispy bits. I just think it's beautiful, and I like the sun in the center as well. I think it's just gorgeous. All right,
I like that this one looks like it's floating in space.
yes. So does
Like
this
you're
one.
looking at the map in space. That's so neat.
Oh, maybe this is my favorite. I don't know. This is pretty freaking cool too. I wonder if I can, if I
Wow,
open the
Black Buck,
original.
great job.
I wonder if I open the originals, if you'll see more, or I can zoom on them. No, I can't really zoom on them. All right, let me give you the other one. There's one last one. This. Oh, there's some kind of weird creatures, like multi-legged creatures, and then like a, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a shrimp, a chicken wing. It's the
Do
great.
they have little points at their joints,
It's like the
like
chicken.
their constellations?
Well, no, that's what's so
No.
weird about it.
Okay.
Some of them are. There's definitely constellations in there, but let me. You know what I'm going to try? Let me see if I can pull this up as an image, because I think we'll find
Wow.
we may be able to zoom in more on this as it
Goodyear's
is.
star power be pulling away from the image.
That
Like
could be
this,
it.
you know,
My own
Your-
gravity, the gravity of my own
That-
situation. All right,
that it factor. you
all right,
have.
check this. Oh wow! I wonder if I can. Can I zoom anymore? It won't let me zoom anymore.
No. Wait, I've seen this on CSI. Zoom in.
Oh, I got it.
Zoom in.
I got it.
I knew it. See, it worked.
I got it.
Oh, he got it.
But like, what is that?
Wow.
I mean,
It's a
Oh.
eight-legged rat.
this. But again, these are images that you could get as mad as you want about it ripping off other artists, and it's ripping off Da Vinci and all the Greek artists, and I mean, but the reality is we've all been ripping them off. First off, and also, who the frack is going to do this? No one is going to.
Nobody.
Nobody's going to do a vibe up and go like, let's do a map of the universe and have like ancient map of the universe. I mean, look, there's some. Oh, is that death? It looks like there's death down here. Ooh, there's some kind of like skulled warrior down there.
And you can almost see like the alien world that this was created on. You know, like
Yeah, it's
like
actually,
if this is their mythology. What were they like?
it's kind of gorgeous, I gotta say.
Is that the Earth in the middle? But it's not actual this Earth.
It's
because
like,
it doesn't.
yeah, it's like another Earth, isn't it? Yeah, that's not
It
Earth.
doesn't have
It's got chicken wings again.
Africa or whatever. Earth has chicken wings.
I like that there's, I don't know if you noticed this, but around the outside of the Earth, so it starts here. Oops,
Okay.
It starts here. Oh, I got to go a little more. It starts here. And then it goes all the way around. How do I do it? And it goes all the way around. It comes around, and it's like a trumpet. It's a trumpet that goes all the way around, circles the Earth. That's not the Earth. Like, it's got some really
so neat.
weird, but it all sort of makes sense. Like, there's sort of religious-like paintings and
does.
drawings, and there's like some kind of Cthulhu thing over there. What is that? What is that? There's like some kind
We
of.
got to keep this.
Oh, I'm keeping them all. I'll put them all in the show notes and stuff.
I'll bet Vincenzo could make a whole show
Well,
out of it.
okay, that's an interesting thing. So I asked Vincenzo about it. Vincenzo uses AI art. So he'll tweet images of things like in his feed. And that's, so he's not afraid of using it. Like he uses it like a tool. But I asked Guillermo del Toro about it, and I said, what do you think about it? He says, I freaking hate it. And I was like, why? Why do you hate it? He goes, because I'm old. So that's a good excuse. That was a good excuse. All right. What do we
That guy.
I wasn't not suspecting, to hear that.
You were not expecting to hear that?
I wasn't expecting to hear you say because I'm old.
Because I am old. It's because I am old. I
What
would
did
like
you
it
say?
if I was young. I would like it, but I am not.
You have to have two vectors of
Two vectors of Hewlett. Okay, look at let's close in on this one a bit because this is quite pretty. Quite pretty. Oh, my pretty.
Wow, that is so cool, dude. I love this.
Yeah, good call, Vipup. I was thinking, here goes Vipup changing the subject again, but he's done a great job with it. Look at this stuff. I'm just
magical.
You are. You're magical. That's what it is.
Like an elf.
A magical elf. Like a little magical Minecraft wielding elf. All right. Yeah, some neat stuff in here. I love that whatever planet this is at the center is made out of marble. Like, I mean, it's
can I have these off?
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, do you think AI is trying to tell us something with this weird language that doesn't make any sense?
No, I mean, wouldn't it be neat if it is a language?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like a language that only AI understands. That is pretty cool. All right.
Neat.
You know what, guys? I promised that I'd be done by 5, so I should probably be done by 5.
Oh, you know, good news.
That went so fast. It's only 3 at your time. That's right. Let's go for 2 more hours. Yeah, I think I should wrap up because I'm not sure if Jane needs me to do something, but I did say that she did say, "Will you be done by 5?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure by 5 I'll be done." I hadn't done the math properly because I was like, "What? We're not going to do 4 hours." I started at 2:30, so my math was a little off. So wrap up timer started. Thank you, Anquietus. What can we? Del Toro just did a stop motion Pinocchio. He's got patience. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, the Pinocchio is absolutely beautiful. I gotta say, I didn't love the songs. But I love. But it's so beautiful, so beautiful. I mean, I shouldn't say I didn't like all the songs, but there were a couple of songs I was like, eh. It's hard to. It's a tough thing to do because like the original Pinocchio has some of the greatest, most iconic songs on the planet, basically, right? You know, like When You Wish Upon a Star. All all the those are some iconic songs. So you got to have some serious chutzpah to make another Pinocchio and put songs in them. And
why make it a musical? I don't get it.
Well, it's not a musical, but it has a couple of songs in it,
okay.
Right? But and like I say, like I just
characters sing the song.
Yeah.
It's a musical.
But there's also some fun stuff in it where the characters like there's somewhere like a character will start to sing and then get sat on or something. So there's there's a little bit of a nod to the idea that he's gonna sing. So it's definitely it's absolutely a must see. You've got to watch Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Is it scary? Kinda.
Yeah, there's some creepy stuff in it. There's definitely some creepy stuff.
Okay, good.
It's
good.
I gotta say I struggled to get through the first part because the first part has this cute human child, and it's just kind of creepy. I don't think even the human child's kind of creepy in a Guillermo movie. So all right, looks like an ancient alien version of the North American house hippo. Oh,
what's that?
Like what those things floating in space were like house hippos. She was talking about
okay.
There you go. So were you talking about the Antikythera mechanism? Is it the Antikythera? Is that what it was?
I don't know. It's got like gears and stuff in it.
I'm looking at it.
They don't know how they made it so long ago.
I'm looking it up.
It was made of bronze or something.
Antikythera mechanism. Well done, David. Oh, I see.
You see what I was saying?
Yes, that is cool.
When they said that she brought up, they probably thought me, huh?
The ancient mystery of the first computer. What is that? Oh, that is a pretty looking thing. Well, aren't you a pretty looking thing? Let me see if I can bring this up. Can I? Can I do it without getting...
David's a technophiliac.
What? I'm a what?
What?
A technophiliac. Like,
what is that?
You see tech and you're like, oh.
No, I am. It's true.
You've been my whole life.
That is true. I definitely am. Look at this thing. You're right. It does look like that. Look at this thing. Vipup, are you seeing this?
It does really look like that.
I wonder if it was inspired by that. Like, it must have been. Like, look at that.
I don't know. That's why I said it looked like that because, yeah. It
You were
reminded
totally
me.
right. Wow.
Isn't that neat though that they made this machine a bazillion years ago? I
Yeah.
don't know how old it was.
Wow. What is it? And what does it do?
I think they thought it was maybe a astronomy thing, like planets or
Yeah,
moon,
yeah.
like phases of the moon or
Well,
places where.
that front
Yeah, go
piece,
ahead.
that front piece definitely looks like planets. Looks like planets going around something. It's very Stargate. I've got to say, very Stargate.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe it's not so much that Stargate will be back as a TV show. Maybe they'll just be back as an alien race showing up. All right.
Yeah.
So I should wrap up. Anyone got any tech stuff we should talk about? Any other tech stuff? Oh, Gippy G, we got to do that horror. I mean, I feel really bad because I had to reschedule. I had to cancel our bid to play with the iPad and assistive tech. I've still got all of the stuff over there, but
Well, yeah. I got the kid. They're looking for that from me now. So I'm going to get my Xbox controller out.
Great.
And like an arm to hold stuff where I need it.
Right.
So I'm on it. So
Fantastic.
I should be set up.
So like if we were to like aim to do it like next Tuesday,
that will work.
Okay. All right. So we'll aim for next Tuesday. We'll check in with Stretch A, Mr. Stretch A, Jeff Stretch A, Joe Stretch A, Jeff.
Can I ask you to do something?
You can
download. Well, let me look it up. If we can play download Don't Starve together on our iPads, just using our faces, that would be so fun.
Okay, I've got
and
Don't
funny.
Starve. Yeah, I've got Don't Starve for sure. I bought it and then played it once because you said that we couldn't play it together for some reason.
No,
you made me buy something and then I couldn't use it with you. You just
I made you buy something you lost interest in?
No, you made me buy something that I didn't even get a chance to lose interest in it because I didn't get a chance to play it. I kind of miss I gotta say, I miss our Magic the Gathering.
I miss our Magic Mayhem.
Like
I think we can make that.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of giving Hasbro money right now because I think they've screwed up big time. But at the same time, I also don't want to give up on Magic the Gathering because I just love that game. I think it's just I suck at it, but I think it was really fun having, the two-headed beast that is you and I playing. Yeah. And maybe we could figure out how to do like a pauper deck or something. I just don't want to get caught up in the buying freaking. I don't want to have to spend money on a monthly basis on this game. I want to I want to play with the cards we've got. How many
tournament tokens do you have saved up? I'll look at mine.
That's a good question. I'll have to look. I have no idea. I've deleted it off just about everything I've got, I think, at this point.
Oh,
but you can play it on the iPad, right? So we could both be playing it with a face mouse. Technically.
I just love the idea of monsters chasing us and we're trying to like get food or die.
Yeah.
And then you die.
Yeah. No, I like. What do you mean I die? Yeah. Why would I die? Are you kidding?
Because I'm clever. I will live.
And I'm slow.
Even if I have to shove you down in front of
I'm slow and fuzzy, as it turns out today.
I
just all right.
Say, I'm just imagining like Gimpy G like kicking your knee and just running away.
Well, that's it. It's like you don't have to be faster than a bear. You just have to be faster than your friend.
Exactly. Cocaine Bear. Everybody watch it. I haven't.
Is it good?
I don't know, but
it looks so stupidly fun. What did we enjoy? We did. I'm trying to see. We saw a couple of movies that I really enjoyed.
Last.
Oh, did I say Emily? Did I tell you about Emily the Criminal?
No.
Emily the Criminal. It's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun movie. I mean, not fun. It's a dark, twisted movie, but it's still really fun. What else did we watch?
That's how you learn Dave's twisted.
And now I'm a criminal. I've decided to be a criminal now. All right, get out of here.
Of Tacoma. Like, everybody, bye.
Bye.
Anquiatus is going to laugh at me because I'm still saying goodbye. But all right, I don't know when we're going to be back. We'll find. I'll have to figure it out. I got to figure out schedules and stuff because I may have to maybe we need to rethink schedule. But 2023 TechBanditry, I want to do more. I want to get some more things going, so yeah. That's I don't know why.
I'm just throwing this out there. I want to do either Magic Mayhem, but not call it Magic. Just midweek Mayhem, and you and I discuss the world, and we could throw the old F-bomb in there if we want or
Which
whatever.
we can now. ViPup knows what it means.
Yeah, but I mean like an adult
I
look at
said
things,
it.
you know, like,
Have you said it? Have you sworn?
I actually think I
Oh
have
my
one
God.
by accident.
You must like you sworn under your breath or something?
Yes, I think so.
All right.
I had to eat soap when I was little.
Did you? We used to get in so
Yes.
much trouble for swearing.
Or chili
So
peppers.
much. I remember that cold, like the hairs on the back of your neck when I swore by accident once in front of my parents. I was like,
Oh.
I am dead.
It
all right.
was my only weapon, dude. I had to, I couldn't smack my siblings, so I
Your
had to
words. You can only
call
smack them
filthy things.
psychologically.
And spit on me.
Yes,
And that's
exactly.
and spit up. Really? You spat as well?
Spit. Yes, we spat at each other. Yes.
Seriously? We never did
Well,
that.
because
We're British.
well, wait, they couldn't hit me either, right?
Oh, I see.
So there was a babysitter one time, and mom and dad came home and she's crying, and she's got a bowl, and she's like, I don't know, they just kept spitting, it wouldn't stop.
Oh my God, really?
So she was holding a bowl between us, and we're like,
You were spitting into the bowl?
no, we're spitting at each other, while the babysitter, 16, was trying to catch it so we didn't spit on the floor.
Oh God, that's so gross.
Well, it wasn't like
You have
loogies, it
dropped
was-
him. I don't think we can be friends anymore. This is
Dude, we were like
this is the
9,
dark
6.
past of the dark, dangerous past of Gimpy G. Back
Did
in
I
his
tell you we
spitting
made
days.
the babysitter cry? I mean, come on, that's awesome.
What? Really? I don't think we ever made a babysitter cry. We were never that bad. Well, no, there was one time I had to get taken to the hospital because I blew up my room, but that's a different story.
What?
Oh, yeah, see, that's practically good.
Yeah, we need to know this story.
I think I told you this story where I took all the caps, you know, the gunpowder caps, and I scraped all the gunpowder out of it.
Oh my!
For months, I scraped the gunpowder out of caps, and I put them in a toilet roll, and then I brought it to school. Like, so nowadays, if I'd done that, I'd be in jail. But I brought it to school to show my friends. I'd go like, look at this. And for some reason, I was like fixated on the idea of blowing up a bicycle. I was like, see this? This could blow up a bicycle. Yeah. And my friend was like, oh yeah?
David?
How are you going to light it? And I was like, foiled again. So I went home and I soaked like string in lantern fluid and stuff. And I was like, I'll show them. And then I took a screwdriver and I poked a hole in my little tube of gunpowder. But of course, what happens if you hit gunpowder with a pokey stick, a pokey metal stick?
Boom!
It blew up. It blew up in my hand. I had blood bruises all over my hand. It blew a hole.
Oh my!
It blew a hole in my desktop. Like it knocked a chunk of my desktop out, and the screwdriver was embedded in the ceiling above my head.
So I say thank you for giving me ideas for the
No,
rest of
don't.
the-
It's oh my God. It scared the crap out of me. And it burnt off my eyebrows and it burnt my hair and I had weird burns on my face. And as I said, I couldn't move my hand properly. And the doctor said I was very lucky that I didn't have a screwdriver in my forehead. So, yeah.
You know what, David? I'm starting to think you should have been the quadriplegic. I'm just saying.
I was working on it. I was working hard on it. All right, get out of here. Everybody, thank you very, very much. To all of our new friends, all of our old friends, and all that. 2023 is the year of Tech Banditry. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it, but it's going to be great. What is it? Smash that like button. Subscribe. I don't even know.
That's right.
We don't have subscribe buttons and stuff. No, we don't have. What do we have? We don't have any of that stuff on the Twitch thing. You know, I'm going to put.
Wouldn't it just be follow the stream if you enjoyed and subscribe if you really
Even if you
enjoyed
didn't like it.
Support the habit.
Even if you didn't like it, subscribe.
Exactly.
Please feed my children. No.
You need to get them. You need to get them with the. Please, I need the money to feed my children.
That's it.
Feed him a tune. Bazzy, he had to get a job just to eat.
So Baz had to get a job in a comic book store. No. I was gonna say I will put this on YouTube as well, like I always do. I got to start building up my YouTube subscribers. So I don't know how to do that exactly, but if you get a chance, go pop over to the YouTube and subscribe if you can, because that would be great. I feel like if I've got a good audience, I could go to
recommend it.
I could go to people and say, hey, look how many subscribers I've got. Let's make a let's make a show that's like science and Stargate or something. Or
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Also, after you end up stream, just quickly check the message I sent you.
What did you send? To me?
Yeah, to you in the DM.
In the Discord.
No, not in the Discord, just in DMs. That's the one
On
that
Twitch.
nobody else can see. No,
Really?
in Discord. I'd sent it to you in the DMs.
All right, I'm going now. I'm not switching to that. Oh my God, those images keep coming up. Okay, here's that.
86 followers, even though we're closing. Amazing for chatters. Incredible.
Oh wow.
It's not a bad idea, Vipup. Not a bad idea at all. How are you doing on your channel, by the way, Vipup?
I actually haven't streamed. I've just been doing a bunch of other things and playing games I don't think that would be too fun to watch on stream. I've been playing Dishonored, and sometimes I have the moments where I just like go psychopath.
It's funny, isn't it? Like, it's hard to, without a specific purpose, it's very hard to stream. Like, I have to sort of guilt myself into it to some extent. Like, go like, well, I'd be letting Vipup down if I don't do my, like, some days I have to, or I'm going to let people down because they're used to seeing me show up every so often. So, and then I always thoroughly enjoy it when I do it. But sometimes, some days you definitely have to sort of kick me in the butt to do it. So it's hard without a very specific plan. I've been watching a bunch of videos about how to get started in YouTube. And one of the big things they say is, what's the end goal? And I still don't even know if I know the answer to that.
Have fun.
Well, but that's not yes. I mean, I guess that's part of it anyways. But yeah, maybe that's it. I mean, in a way, that's how I've approached it so far. Is I just do it because I like doing it. But but there are some days that's not. If that was the case, I wouldn't do it ever, like, all the time, right? I mean, there's some days I feel like I should be doing it, so I should go and do it.
Yeah, but once you get here, you're enjoying yourself.
Oh my God!
It's just that little thing in our head that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, there's that.
Meh.
Yeah, there's that. What is that? That's so weird.
I don't know. I call it my a-hole brain. It just.
I call it my a-hole. Well, that's nice, Gippy G. Maybe someone should explain anatomy to you.
It's always up there telling me, negative stuff about my disability, and then I go, wait a minute, you forgot this. The a-hole goes, so, and then it goes on with something negative again.
Yeah.
Stupid a-hole brain.
Yeah, I definitely.
Anyways,
I get that, and I also find that sometimes first off, it's that, what is it called? It's the self-saboteur. Like, there's always a part of you that somehow wants you to fail. Like, I think the reality is for everybody, the biggest and most difficult obstacle you have is usually yourself. Honestly, I think that's in most cases. Like, I want to be an actor, but I'm too scared to pick up the phone and try to get an agent. Like, I mean, I remember all the way through my life, I've had those issues. I didn't want to Twitch stream because I didn't want to do live streams because I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And Baz was just, Baz wanted to do it. So, I know. I mean, I don't think it's just disabilities. I think that's human. You know what I mean? To doubt yourself.
No, I know it is. No, but it's just, it picks on your weak points. So yours probably says, oh, my eyes are all bulgy and I talk funny. Mine says. Sorry,
you talking about me or you? David, let me tell you what I think your brain is saying. It's saying give up now because look at that face. You got a face for radio, kid. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, Vipup, do you find yourself like? Are you just distracted, or do you sometimes just you're just like, I can't do that.
I switch games every like 5 seconds, and I don't think that's enjoyable to watch.
It's fun though. Like, you don't know what's enjoyable though. I mean, look, here's the thing. If you don't feel like streaming, you shouldn't stream. As simple as that. I totally agree with that. But sometimes when it's not about this, like for me, it's not even about the streaming. Well, it is about the streaming, I guess. I don't even know what it is. It was a weird thing because I'm going through this list of things that these YouTubers are saying you need for success. And I don't know how to answer a lot of them. Like, what is the end in mind? I like discovering new technologies and having it inspire me and other people to sort of dig deeper, if that makes sense. But yeah, I have to give it some thought for sure. Definitely have to give it some thought. But I have to do that later because I got to go. Gordy Wan, hello there. You came in at exactly the right time to see me say goodbye because I got to go. Gimpy G.
Are you going to be signature goodbye? Yeah.
What was that?
Signature goodbye. I like that one.
But you like my signature goodbye? Yeah. Well, I sort of feel like I have
You
to do
do
that
that.
now. It feels like I don't get
It's
it.
really good.
The problem is I do it and then I still talk for another 20 minutes afterwards. Right?
That's okay.
Yeah.
I need to ask you one question when we're off air.
You got it. All right. No, you can't have my bank account number. All right. So, Vipup, as always, dude, a pleasure. Thank you for your brilliant prompt ideas. Cal, thank you so much for being completely silent and staying out of our way, and for being the hammer that you always are. We love you. And Gimpy G, dude, a pleasure as always. I'm looking forward to 2023 even more now, having done this.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
We are going to do so much.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Apparently, Mr. Clean Tracy says ADHD. That's all they say, which I think might have something to do with me. All right, get out of here. Be safe, be kind, be brilliant.
Bye.
Until we geek again, I will say cheerio and huzzah! Talk soon. Thank you all. Cheers.